A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
The National Broadcasting Company presents Counterspy.
Washington calling David Harding, Counterspy. Washington calling David Harding, Counterspy.
Harding, Counterspy. Calling Washington.
United States Counterspies, especially appointed to investigate and combat the enemies of our country, both at home and abroad.
These Counterspy reports to the American people are brought to you each week at this time. Now, the case of the hideous hijacker. Would you care for a drink, Dillon?
Don't mind if I do, Mr. Shelby.
Myra, would you?
Scotch, isn't it, Dillon?
Yes.
Anything for you, Carl?
No, thank you, my dear.
That's a nice view of the ocean you have, Mr. Shelby. There's nothing like a California beach house, I always say.
Oh. Right now, Dillon, I'm only interested in what you have to say about the business at hand.
Yes, I found your man.
Uh-huh. You're sure that he can handle this sort of thing?
With the greatest of ease and experience.
Here's your drink, Dillon.
Thank you.
Who is this man?
His name is Roxy Madera.
Madera, huh? Roxy Madera.
Sound familiar to you, Mr. Shelby?
Oh, he's the one who was released recently from the federal penitentiary?
He's the one. I was Roxy's attorney before the state relieved me of my practice.
Tell me, Dillon, is this man, this Roxy Madera, willing to take risks?
Risks that could cost lives, including his own.
Listen, a life to Roxy Madera is no more than a grain of sand. Well, Mr. Shelby, what do you say?
I say Roxy Madera is our man. Get him.
Say, Roxy, you still dance as good as ever.
Sure, Billy. I'm a regular ballet star.
I miss you awful, honey.
Yeah?
Yeah, awful. Now it'll be like old times again.
Better. Give me a kiss.
Roxy.
Never mind the kiss. Answer the door.
Oh, Dillon.
Hi. You took your time getting here, Dillon. Sorry, Roxy. Held up in traffic. Okay, let's not waste time. Sit down. Billy, shut that phone off, huh?
Yeah, all right.
And go in the other room and powder your nose or something.
All right.
Okay, Dillon, what have you got? Well, I spoke to that certain party. Just the facts? Yeah, all right. The shipments consist of antibiotics. Anti-what? Certain types of drugs, such as penicillin, sulfur, and aureomycin. So? These drugs are being shipped down the coast regularly by truck to certain warehouses in this area. From there, the drugs are distributed, some of them shipping overseas to military stations. So you want some of the loads hijacked? As many as possible. Who for? Why, I am not free to reveal names. The certain party will pay well for each load. Like what? Oh, 15,000. Uh-huh. And your cut? 5. Kind of greedy, ain't you, Dillon? Oh, no, I don't think it's unfair, Roxy. After all, I went through a lot of trouble. I made the arrangement. Okay, quit bleeding. When's the first job? Tuesday night. Now, what about your crew? I'm a one-man crew. I bring Billy along just for the kicks. Well, that's all right. After we work out the details, I'll leave the rest to you, because I know the job will be done with your usual thoroughness. That's right, Dillon. When Roxy Madera knocks off a hijack, it stays knocked off. be glad when this haul is over, Vic. I'm pooped.
Me too, Joe. What a way to make the living, huh?
There could be worse ways.
Give me a for instance.
I'm sorry you asked the question. Hey, Vic, up ahead.
There's a car blocking the road.
Guy's waving us down.
With a gun.
Better pull up, Vic.
Okay, you two, come on down.
What is this?
Down.
Hey, look, Mac, you can't pull a thing like that.
Joe!
I can't pull it, huh?
Roxy, why did you do
Because
that?
I felt like it, Billy. Because it's the best way to operate. Any arguments?
No, Roxy. No arguments.
Agent Braden, Los Angeles Counterspy Field Office, to David Harding, Headquarters, Washington. A truckload of antibiotics was hijacked last night in this area. Both drivers murdered and bodies left on roadside. Truck missing. No further details. We'll keep you posted.
All right, you two guys. Like I told a friend, when Roxy Madera knocks off a hijack, it stays knocked off.
Agent Braden, Los Angeles to Harding Headquarters. Report just received that third truckload of antibiotics has been hijacked. Pattern continues same. Both drivers murdered. Standing by for any special orders.
Harding, Headquarters, Washington. To Agent Harry Peters, Philadelphia Field Office.
Peters, go ahead, Mr. Harding.
I'm leaving here immediately by jet. We'll pick you up at the airport there.
What's up, Sid?
We're flying out to Los Angeles. I'll lay out the details for you later.
Come on, Mr. Harding. Give on with the details, will you? You've had me second-guessing my head off.
We're going out to Los Angeles, Peters, to supervise a hijacking investigation.
Hijacking investigation? All the big stuff going on these days, I'd have thought that would be a strictly lower echelon operation.
Not when there's a threat to national security.
Maybe I should keep my big mouth shut and listen. Go ahead, Chief.
Peters, you're familiar with the importance of antibiotic drugs.
I sure am. Penicillin did the job for me when I had that strep throat 2 years ago.
Well, in the past 2 weeks in the Los Angeles area, 3 truckloads of antibiotics were hijacked. In each case, the drivers were murdered.
Nothing to go on yet?
So far, nothing. Those drugs, Peters, were not only to be made available for civilian use, but a great portion was to be shipped to our armed forces overseas. And I don't doubt some of those hijacked drugs will find their way overseas.
I don't follow.
We've been receiving reports from our agents in the Asian sector that American antibiotic drugs have been smuggled behind the Iron Curtain.
Oh? Which means that in case of an emergency, we could be short on such supplies, and they could be well stocked.
It could mean that.
We've got a big job in front of us, Chief.
Big is right, Peters. Every minute counts.
For every minute he keeps me waiting, Billy, so help me, Dylan is going to pay.
He'll be here, Roxy.
Give me a cigarette.
Sure. Here.
So light it.
Here. Awful dark here, Roxy.
It's so dark I can't count. Car's coming up the road.
I hope it's Dylan.
It better be.
That you, Roxy?
Yeah, it's me, Roxy.
I'm sorry I kept you waiting. I got caught
In traffic, yeah, I know. Make with a payoff, Dylan.
With pleasure, my friend. Here you are. For the 3 jobs. It's all there.
Minus the withholding tax.
What? Oh, you mean my little cut?
Don't get cute.
No, I only...
Come on, Roxy. You got the money. Let's get
Keep
that.
your holder on. I got something to say to the middleman here.
Well, what's on your mind?
You. I don't like a middleman. A middleman's a leech.
Oh, look.
You look, middleman. Now I know who that certain party is on the other end of the deal.
You know?
Carl Shelby. He's the guy who's paying off, right?
How'd you find out?
I trailed you one night to Shelby's beach shack down in Palos Verdes. I'm the kind of a guy who doesn't like to do business with a guy I don't know.
You'd like to meet Shelby, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, that's all right, Roxy. I'll take you to Shelby.
Now you will. I'll go there myself. I don't need a middleman to introduce me to Carl Shelby.
All right, Braden. Thanks. Peters.
Yes, Mr. Harding.
Come in here, will you?
What is it, Chief?
Agent Braden just called in. Peters, looks as if we've got our first real break in the case.
They located the trucks?
No. The body of a man named George Dillon was found by the state police a few hours ago in the outskirts of town.
George Dillon. What's his background?
A disbarred lawyer. Now, here's the tie-in Braden came up with. Dillon once represented Roxy Madeira, and according to our records, Madeira was released from prison 6 months ago after serving a term for interstate hijacking.
So you figure that Madeira's in on this case, hmm?
Yes. Braden also found out that Dillon and Madeira were seen together recently.
And Madeira should have some interesting answers to our questions.
Yes, he should. But Braden reports no trace of Madeira.
Oh?
So, Peter,
Yes, sir?
I want a pickup bulletin for Madeira sent to all our field officers.
Get right on.
Wait a minute, Peter.
Yeah.
One more thing. Until further notice, I want an armed guard placed on every truck in the Pacific Coast area carrying antibiotics. Maybe playing both ends against the middle will work out for us.
Now, don't tell me, Shelby, you miss your middleman.
Well, not for personal reasons, Roxy. But you've endangered my entire operation by murdering Dillon.
Like those waves out there, it'll blow over.
Maybe you didn't hear me before. The counterspies are looking for you.
Well, let them look. They won't find me here. I don't get in your way, do I, Myra?
Of course not. I find you stimulating company.
See, Shelby? I ain't in anybody's way.
Roxy, I think it would be best for all concerned if you were to take a trip south. Say, to Mexico.
Who asked you to do any thinking for me? If I want to take a powder to Mexico, I will. If I want to stay here, I will. Just don't lay out any cook's tour for me.
I'm going into my office now. There's some business that I have to take care of.
Oh, who's holding you here?
Myra, would you care to go with me?
I've got a terrible headache, Carl. Really?
Very well.
Aspirin's good for a headache, Myra.
Really?
Yeah. But I got something even better. Come here. See what I mean?
You don't waste time, do you?
Do you?
What do you think? I'd like a drink.
Some?
No ice in the bucket. You'll find some in the kitchen.
I'm used to Billy getting the ice.
Well, now you'll have to get used to my ways.
Okay.
Yes?
I want to see Roxy.
Oh. Billy, I believe is your name.
That's my name. Plenty.
Well, I won't ask you in. You already are.
Where's Roxy? Don't lie. And why didn't he call me in 3 days?
Why don't you ask him?
I'll make this easy for you to understand. Simple.
I'm sure anything you have to say will be simple.
Stay away from Roxy.
And if I don't...
I'll beat you up so hard you'll look like cake batter.
Well, you make your point rather colorfully.
Yes, well, don't make me prove it.
It seems to me that Roxy's become bored with you of his own free will. And to know you is to understand why.
Why, you... I'll give you something to understand.
Well, it'll take more than you.
Ow, my hair!
What? Won't solve that.
Come on, break it up.
I'll kill her, so help her.
Break it up, I said. There's feathers all over the
Let me go, Roxy, let me go.
Sit down, Billy. Stay there if you don't want me to bust you in the face. Sorry, Myra. This one's got no manners.
Roxy, you're a rat, a no-good two-timing rat.
See, no manners. She Doesn't even know how to talk in front of a lady. I told you to stay in that
You
chair.
don't have to worry. I'm not going to touch your lady. I had an idea why you didn't call. I had the right idea. You're going to be sorry, Roxy. Real sorry.
I'll have that drink now, Roxy.
As soon as I get back.
Where are you going?
There's no telling what a jealous dame will do. I didn't like the way she said I was going to be sorry. I didn't like it at all.
May I help you? Operator, get me the Counterspy field office in Los Angeles.
Counterspy field office in Los Angeles. 1 moment, please.
Roxy!
You are listening to the case of the hideous hijacker on Counterspy. There's top listening every Sunday evening with the Chimes. Tonight, the Big Show brings you another great array of stars. Tallulah Bankhead, Ed Wynn, Fred Allen, Ed Gardner, Jack Carson, and a host of others. Also this evening, Theatre Guild on the Air presents another outstanding story. It's Theatre by Somerset Maugham, and starring will be Gloria Swanson and Melvin Douglas. Now, back to Counterspy.
Harding, Control Car S1 to Field Office, Los Angeles.
Agent Braden, Los Angeles Field Office.
Braden, what about the report on those bullets?
Just checked with ballistics, sir. They'll have it any second. Anything turn up at your end?
Well, Peters is still in the tavern inquiring. Call me as soon as you have that report.
Will do.
How'd you make out, Peters?
Batting average 1,000.
Yeah?
3 out of 3 people in that tavern identified Billy Horton as Roxy Madera's girlfriend.
All right, Johnson, back to the field office.
Too bad Billy didn't live to finish that phone call to us. Any reports come in while you were waiting for me?
Well, I've been in touch with Braden. The lab check made on dust particles in Billy Horton's clothes indicate a corrosive action of sea air for a period of weeks.
That means she's been around the Bay Area for some time up to her death. And it also pins down the whereabouts of Roxy Madera.
Providing they hadn't split up.
Braden to Harding. Braden to Harding.
Harding, go ahead, Braden.
Ballistics just finished the report, Chief. The bullets which killed Billy Horton were fired from the same gun that murdered George Dillon.
Chief, that's proof enough that Roxy and Billy hadn't split up.
Braden.
Yes, sir?
Send out a special alert. Have all our patrols in this area concentrate the search for Roxy Madera in the Bay and Beach territory. I want Madera brought in, preferably more alive than dead.
And now, Roxy, we've reached the point where you're no longer visiting. You've simply moved in.
You wouldn't want me picked up, would you, Shelby?
Well, you'd be much safer in Mexico. I've offered to finance the trip.
But, Carl, it's not like you to be this inhospitable.
Inhospitable. Myra, do you realize that he intends to remain with us from now on?
And now you're losing your poise.
In a minute, he's going to lose some of his teeth, Shelby. I'm staying here just as long as I want to stay, so get used to it.
Do you, Myra, am I to understand this arrangement suits you?
Well, I can't really say it doesn't suit me. Sorry.
You ungrateful little... You animal.
Get up, Shelby. The conversation's over. Get out and take a walk for yourself. The sea air will do you good. Hey, got a message to meet you here, Mr. Shelby.
Get in the car, Sid.
Al said you had a special job you want done.
Very special. You know Roxy Madera?
Yeah, I know Roxy. He the job?
Yes. It's my wish to rid myself of Madera permanently. I'll pay you the usual price, $1,000.
Gee, I don't know, Mr. Shelby. Roxy's an awful tough customer.
Well, very well, then. $1,500.
When?
Tonight. After 10 o'clock.
Where?
You'll find him down at my beach house.
Your beach house tonight after 10.
Yeah. I'll be waiting at my office in the cannery. As soon as you're finished, come there and I'll pay you. And the quicker the better.
I'll make Roxy Madera a real quick job for you, Mr. Shelby. I'll be back for the payoff at 11.
What time is it, Myra?
2 minutes to 11, Carl. Now, why do you keep asking the time?
You'll find that out in a moment.
And why'd you call me to come here to your office at this time of the night?
You'll find that out in a moment, too.
You're acting very peculiar.
Am I? As you know, since Roxy Madera intruded upon my hospitality, I haven't been myself. And neither have you.
Are we going into that again?
Oh, you needn't be so annoyed, my dear. I shan't bother to talk to you about Roxy again. The problem has already been solved.
What do you mean?
The answer to that question is at the door.
Hmm?
Come in, Sid.
Sid couldn't make it, Shelby.
Roxy, what are you doing here?
Tell her, Shelby. Shelby's got his tongue tied on account of he thinks he's seeing a ghost. He had me fingered for a knockoff.
What?
Your boy Sid is in the cellar of your house, Shelby, with a head full of holes.
Roxy,
Shut up. Figured you'd try a stunt like that. It was all ready and waiting with his gun.
No, Roxy. No, please, wait.
Shelby, on the way up here, I was thinking what I should do about you. I could knock you off, but that'd be too easy for you. One slug and it's all over. So I figured I'd give it to you the hard way. Come on, Myra, baby, let's go. See what I mean, Shelby?
I got the message you wanted to see me here in the lab, Mr. Harding. Something special up?
Yes, very. One of our agents in Hong Kong came into possession of a parcel of American-made Oreomycin. It was scheduled for transshipment to Manchuria.
Oh?
There's the package on the lab table. It was flown back to us by special plane.
And the lab test proves what?
Well, see for yourself, Peter. First, look into this spectroscope here.
Metallic presence.
Specifically, zinc. That zinc was clinging almost imperceptibly to the cardboard container.
And the drug container was smuggled out in the tin, or rather a zinc receptacle.
Yes. Now take a look at this other spectrograph.
I can't make it out. What is it, Chief?
The lab technician tells me it's fish.
Fish?
Yes. And I think it's going to be the means for us to catch our own fish. Put an end to this case. Harding, Control Car S1 to all raid squads. Take your designated positions. We're going in now. Come on, Peter.
Right. A cannery, Chief. I never figured it this way.
We'll go in through this door. Keep me covered.
Right.
There's a light in the office down there. Come on, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Whatever you say.
Now.
All right, stand where you are.
Oh, there's no need for surprise, gentlemen. I was half expecting you.
Stand up and get away from that desk.
All right. Anything you say.
Carl Shelby?
Yes, that's my name.
You're under arrest by the United States government for espionage and complicity in murder.
I had nothing to do with the murders.
That remains to be proven.
We know Roxy Madera is mixed up in this with you. Where is he?
It'll be a pleasure for me to tell you where Roxy is at this moment. Exactly where he is.
I'm afraid, Roxy, you've permanently destroyed Carl Shelby's equilibrium.
I told you to forget about Shelby, didn't I, Myra? Concentrate on me.
It's difficult not to. You know that.
Sure.
But I can't help wondering about Carl. He won't take kindly to orders.
You take orders from me, or he'll take what Dylan and Billy got. Anyway, who needs Shelby now? You got the names of his contacts overseas. I'll deal with them direct.
Roxy. Roxy Madera, who takes what he wants when he wants it.
What about you?
We're alike, Roxy. We're the people who take.
There's another way?
None. We'll go a long ways together, Roxy, you and I.
That's right, Myra. No stopping us.
What could that be? Carl has a key. He never rings.
Answer it, but don't open the door. Go ahead.
Yes, who is it?
Counterspy.
Counter.
Open up. We know you're in there, Madeira. Come out with your hands up.
Roxy, what are we going to do?
Get away from that door. Here's what I'm going to do. Try that for size, coppers.
The house is surrounded, Roxy. You haven't got a chance.
No chance, huh? Come on, Myra.
Where?
We'll make it out the side door and up the stairs to the road.
Oh, no, Roxy, we'll be killed.
Come on, I said.
Roxy, please don't let me go with you.
Like I said, you are my
I
kind.
want to die, please, Roxy.
Shut up, shut
no.
up. Go ahead, open the door.
They'll kill me.
Open it. Close it.
Drop your gun and come out, Roxy.
Okay, Myra, I'm going out there, but I'm going my way. Come in.
No, what are you
Get
doing?
in front of me. That's the way I'm going out.
Shoot me first.
Cops are too polite to shoot a lady. Open that door.
Please, Roxy.
Open it. I'm coming out, coppers. You shoot and this dame gets it from me. Get going, Myra. Keep moving fast. You can't get away with it, Roxy. You open up and the dame gets it like I said. Keep moving, Myra. Come on over to the stairs. Faster. Up the steps. I'm behind you, Roxy. Drop your gun. Out of my way, Myra. I'm making it alone. Steady, Peters. I'll get you, coppers. I'll get you all.
Well, Peters, that's the end of our trail and the end of Roxy Madeira. Let's go.
Tune in every week, same time, same station, to Counterspy. Listen next week for the exciting case of the prattling paper.
When enemy agents thought they had silenced one of America's top research men by murder, they didn't know that his research had made paper talk like a black streak. How your counterspies gave this black streak a voice will be revealed for the first time next week in
The Case of the Prattling Paper on Counterspy. Tonight's Counterspy program originated in New York, was directed by Mark B. Loeb, dramatized by Edward J. Adamson, and featured Don McLaughlin and Mandel Kramer. Lionel Rico speaking. Counterspy is a Phillips H. Lord production. Three chimes mean good times on NBC. Later today, the Phil Harris-Alice Faye Show brings you another 30 minutes of laughs with Phil and Alice, Frankie, Julius, and the whole cast. Listen later for the Phil Harris-Alice Faye Show. And for radio's greatest spectacle, NBC brings you The Big Show with Tallulah, Fred Allen, Ed Wynn, and many, many more. Stay tuned for Tallulah Bankhead and the fabulous Big Show on NBC. Counterspy.
Washington calling David Harding, Counterspy. Washington calling David Harding, Counterspy.
Harding, Counterspy, calling Washington.
United States Counterspies, especially appointed to investigate and combat the enemies of our country, both at home and abroad.
These Counterspy reports to the American people are brought to you each week at this time. Now, The Case of the Spectrograph.
Miss Phelps.
Yes, Mr. Blake?
When is Dr. Carthouse going to be here?
Why,
He might at least be prompt. After all, we are his financial backers.
I know, Mr. Don.
As such, we're certainly entitled to better treatment than this.
Of course, Mr. Fulton.
Considering the fact that we've advanced close to $50,000 for his sonic research so far.
Oh, I know you have, gentlemen.
Now, look, Miss Phelps, have you any idea where he is?
Well, probably at Columbus Circle, 59th Street and Broadway.
Oh, no, not again. More speeches?
Well, Dr. Carthouse was feeling very good when he left here, and as you know, he usually makes speeches when he feels good.
Yes, flowery ones, too. Although you'd never guess it from the way he talks normally. Abrupt, to the point.
But I'm not going to have my dignity trifled with any longer. If the doctor doesn't show up in 5 minutes, I'm going to consider the money I've invested so far in that nincompoop lost. And you and Blake can carry on with the financing if you're mad enough to do so.
Now, Fulton, don't be...
No, I mean it, Blake. I've had enough.
What?
Gladys, you should have been there. I made a great speech. A crowd of 30 people. I told them what I thought of the government. They were impressed.
Doctor, your appointment...
Oh, I see. All licking your chops, eh?
That's what I mean, Blake. Now, see here, Doctor. I'm a man of some importance in the banking world. I demand that I be treated with a measure of respect.
Respect? You get that for brains, not money. There are no brains here except mine. And Gladys.
By heaven, I'm...
Now, calm down, Fulton.
Let's at least see what the doctor has to show us.
Yes. Now, Dr. Carthouse, you promised us a demonstration of how far your sonic research had progressed.
I keep my promises. Wait till I set up the laboratory, you'll see. Give me 5 minutes.
For waiting.
It won't be long, Mr. Fulton.
Give them some reading matter, Gladys, to keep them busy. Something not too difficult. Comic books. Good. All set. Come in and see.
It's about time. This had better be good, Carthouse.
I'm sure it will be, gentlemen.
Gladys, you come too. You've never seen this.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Carthouse.
Close the door. All right, gentlemen. Sit down.
Yes, let's see this.
Good. Now, first, a preliminary demonstration. See this table backed by thick wood planks? I take this glass tumbler and put it on the table in front of the planks. You follow me?
We have brains enough for that.
I'm surprised. Now, here, this thing which looks like a radio. It produces sound waves with tremendous frequencies. It's made of, you wouldn't understand. Just call it a sound box. Now, see this hole in front of the sound box. It sends out directional sound waves. Listen. Watch. There. See? Your ears hurt?
I can barely hear now.
Yes, but whatever, Dr. Carthouse. Shattering a glass is nothing new. A good, robust voice can do it, just holding a note long enough.
Right, Blake. I showed you that for contrast with the real demonstration, which is coming now. Gladys.
Yes, Doctor.
Brush the glass off the table.
Yes.
Now, the three of you, look at this. A steel tube. Go on, take it. Pass it around.
Here then.
3/4-inch steel. Armor plate.
No question about it.
Now, Fulton, be useful. Put the steel tube where the glass was.
Like this?
Right. I didn't think you were so smart, Fulton.
But I will not tolerate...
Oh, shut up, Fulton. Go on, Dr. Carthouse.
There's nothing more to say, Blake. Just listen. Watch again.
Well, what's the matter? Something go wrong, Doctor?
No, the sound waves which are sent out now are too high for your ears to hear. Just watch the steel tube.
Good heavens.
Well, that's incredible.
What did it?
Sound waves. The demonstration is finished.
Yes, but what did it? How did you attain a frequency that can shatter steel?
How soon can we put this to practical use? Why didn't it shatter those planks behind the steel tube?
The planks have a higher degree of elasticity. They can absorb the sound waves. Steel is brittle. It can't. I'm working on a frequency to shatter wood now.
This is frightening. Shattering armor plate like that.
If this is developed on an industrial scale, there'll be plenty of practical use for it.
Blake, I'm concerned with the war potential of a thing like this. Yes, Fulton's right. I think we should seek government protection for Dr. Carthouse.
Government protection?
Well, the plans and the formula for this device shouldn't be left unguarded wherever they are.
The plans and the formula are here, in my head, where nobody can steal them. I don't like interference from my backers or government. I won't stand for snooping, prying.
Now, be reasonable, Dr.
No,
Carthouse.
I won't be. My feelings are clear. Jefferson said it best. Society in its worst state is a blessing. Government in its best state is a necessary evil. I must be free to work. No interference from you or the government. Take it or leave it.
It doesn't give us much choice.
No.
Well, then, go on as it is. And good night. Come on, gentlemen. Let's find an atmosphere of sanity. Good night. Good night, Mr.
Good night. Ruffled their fur. I'm glad. It'll teach them that the brains are important. I feel good. Like a speech.
It's late, Doctor.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to make one. It's good to be independent. Remember that, Gladys. Good night. I'm going to bed. You straighten things up.
I will, Doctor. Long distance? I'd like to place a call to Washington, D.C., the headquarters of the United States Skyler Pies.
Hello? Yes, this is Sergei. Oh, hello. You sound very excited. Undoubtedly, this is a request for more money, eh? What? Really? And what is this miracle Dr. Carthouse has done? Yes, I'm listening. Go on. So, armor plate. Interesting if true. But you need more money. No. None. My dear sir, my client feels he has paid enough without results. No. If what you say is true, obtain the formula and plans. How? That I leave to your imagination. Get them to me and you will receive the final agreed upon sum, $100,000. Yes. Just send them by a commercial messenger. In this business, the most ordinary means of transmission is usually the safest. I'll be expecting to hear from you. Good night, sir.
Yes, what is it, Peters?
Mr. Harding, there's a call from New York for you, a Miss Gladys Phelps, about a Dr. Semyon Carthouse.
Oh, my gosh, not him again.
What's that, Chief?
Well, never mind. Put the call on my line, then call Bowling Field and tell them to get the jet plane ready for a trip. Then come in here yourself. Hello?
Hello?
Miss Phelps?
Yes. Is this Mr. Harding?
Yes, it is. You're calling about Dr. Semyon Carthouse?
Yes, Mr. Harding. I work with him.
Yes, go on, Miss Phelps.
Well, Dr. Carthouse has just concluded a rather terrifying demonstration in the field of sonic power. I think he should be protected for his own sake.
Oh, does he know you're calling me?
Oh, no, sir.
I thought not.
The doctor's a bit eccentric.
Yes, that's a mild word, Miss Phelps. You don't have to explain. I've had dealings with him before.
Well, then you understand he must know nothing of this. I thought perhaps that you would send an agent.
Hold it, Peter. Well, Miss Phelps.
Yes.
I'll come up to see you myself. I should be in New York in about 2 hours and a half.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Harding. Where shall I meet you?
Where are you now?
At the doctor's home, 1232 West 82nd Street.
All right. You be at the corner of 82nd Street and Columbus Avenue in exactly 3 hours. I'll pick you up in a car, and you can tell me all about it while we drive around.
I'll be there, Mr. Harding.
Fine. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Chief, what's this all about? A woman calls from New York, mentions a Dr. Carthouse, and right away we're flying up there.
Peters, I don't know what it's about, but the fact that it concerns Dr. Carthouse is enough for me. Where he's involved, I'd fly from here to Moscow via the Antarctic if I had to.
Who the dickens is he?
The most brilliant and aggravating man I've ever dealt with. I'll tell you all about him on our flight up. Come on, let's get started. You
mean that Dr. Carthouse made all these contributions toward the improvement of radar, and I've never heard of him?
Well, that's not surprising, Peters. You were in Europe in 1942 and 43, the period the counterspies dealt with him.
Well, I should at least know the name.
Oh, no. Dr. Carthouse is, shall we say, peculiar. He loathes publicity and despises government.
Our government?
Oh, he's broad-minded. Any government. He never officially worked for us.
But the results of his research, Chief, how did we get them?
Well, he brought them into us, but he never worked for us. We had to guard him without letting him know that he was being guarded and finance him through apparently private sources.
Must have been one headache to you. But tell me, why weren't his services just drafted for the government?
That's easier said than done. He refused point blank to work. Of course, we could have had him arrested, even shot, but that wouldn't have given us the benefit of his brain.
That's true, Dave. You can't force a man to think.
Particularly not Dr. Carthouse. He literally doesn't give a hoot for anything or anybody. He's not at all reticent about announcing that fact.
Unpleasant character.
Oh, no, to the contrary. Very pleasant. And very difficult to guard. Our biggest job was protecting him from being mobbed.
Mobbed?
Yes. You see, he has a hobby, not stamps or model planes or anything normal. He likes to make speeches.
What?
Yeah, one day he's in Union Square denouncing communism, and the next day he's at the Chamber of Commerce meeting denouncing capitalism.
Some character.
Dr. Carthouse is just against. Doesn't make any difference what. He's against it.
Well, I'm looking forward to meeting him.
Well, don't, Peter, because you won't. I haven't the faintest idea what he's doing. But if he learns we're interested in it, protecting him, interfering, as he calls it, he'll stop dead. I know, because that's just what he did when he found out our agents were guarding him during the war. That's why I haven't kept an agent on him regularly. The New York office keeps a once-a-month check on him. That's all.
But just what is it that he'll stop doing, Chief? You don't even know yet.
Well, I know if Dr. Semyon Carthouse is doing it, it's important. That's enough for me. Exactly what it is, we'll learn in New York when we meet Miss Gladys Phelps.
It's true, Mr. Harding. I saw it myself.
He shattered a piece of armor plate?
That's right, sir. 3/4 inches thick.
Chief, a thing like that...
Yes, I'm way ahead of you, Peters. Now, listen, Miss Phelps, did you tell anyone else you were calling us?
No, sir.
Chief, what are we waiting for? Why don't we just pick up this doctor and turn him over to the Department of Defense?
Peters, I know the man we're dealing with. He'll come to the government, all right, but when he's ready to and feels he's finished his research, and not a second before.
You will give him protection, though, won't you, Mr. Harding?
That I guarantee, starting right now.
We're back at 82nd Street, Chief.
All right, Miss Phelps. Now, you better get back to the doctor's house. We've been driving around for more than an hour.
All right, Mr. Harding.
And don't worry. We'll have a guard over him every minute from now on.
Well, I've got a feeling I don't get any sleep tonight, Chief.
You don't, Peters. Stick here and keep your eye on that house she's going into until I send an agent to relieve you.
Okay.
Now, one thing you've got to make sure of, Peters, that Dr. Carthouse doesn't become suspicious of you.
I haven't lost a trail yet, Chief.
Well, if Carthouse finds out about you, we lose more than a trail. We lose the use of his brain, and that we can't pick up.
I'll be... Hey, the girl's coming back.
What?
Mr. Harding, the laboratory. Dr. Carthouse, he's been murdered.
You are listening to the Case of the Spectrograph on Counterspy. Tonight, the Big Show brings you the best in comedy, music, and drama with Tallulah Bankhead, Fred Allen, Douglas Fairbanks Jr., Margaret Truman, Mindy Carson, Meredith Wilson, and many, many more. It's the Big Show, top Sunday listening designed for the entire family. And speaking of families, tonight means another delightful adventure for the Madcap Harris family and all their friends on the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show. That's tonight over most of these NBC stations. Now, back to Counterspy.
Well, Peters?
He's dead, all right. One shot in the temple.
Dr. Carthouse.
Now, please control yourself, Miss Phelps. We've got to find out who killed him, and you've got to help us.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Harding, I know.
The cinch that was one of the 3 financial backers Miss Phelps told us about, since they were the only ones who knew of the doctor's experiment.
Yes, looks like it. Well, Peters, you take a look around the laboratory while I ask Miss Phelps some questions about this equipment here.
All right.
Miss Phelps, is this the device Dr. Carthouse used in his experiment, the thing he called a sound box?
Yes, sir.
Know how to work it?
No, sir. No one but Dr. Carthouse did.
I see. Well, this machine over here with the endless roll of paper in it and the pencil marks on the paper. What's this?
Well, that's a spectrograph, Mr. Harding. It draws a picture of sound waves. Dr. Carthouse used it to make the sound patterns of his research visual.
Oh, yes, I've heard of the spectrograph.
That's funny.
What is, Miss Phelps?
That roll of paper in the spectrograph. I swear it was clean when I left here, but now it's all marked up.
Oh, wait, now hold it, Peters. You mean someone's used this spectrograph?
So it would seem.
Exactly how does this work? I'm a little vague on the details.
Well, that microphone on the desk is connected to the spectrograph.
Mm-hmm.
When you speak into it or make a noise in front of the microphone, that pencil apparatus on the spectrograph makes a line on the paper corresponding in length to the volume of the noise.
Oh, I understand.
Chief, that fits in with what I found.
What, Peters?
Look, these marks on the desk. 4 of them. Like rubber grippers on the bottom of a portable typewriter.
Uh-huh.
Then this indentation in the desk blotter. Circular, big, could be a microphone stand. And here, a piece of recording tape.
What?
Was on the floor by the desk.
A tape recorder, huh? And that spectrograph in use.
What does it mean, Mr. Harding?
Well, the recorder's pretty obvious. Whoever killed Dr. Carthouse wanted his knowledge first. He knew the doctor kept nothing in writing, so he made him speak his piece and then shot him.
I go along with that, Mr. Harding.
Then we can assume that he talked into the microphone attached to the murderer's recorder and at the same time switched on his own microphone attached to that spectrograph.
Chief, you mean the whole story is in those undecipherable pencil lines on that roll of paper?
Well, I mean it's worth the trouble to find out what is on that roll of spectrograph paper, something we're going to do right now.
Hello?
Is this Commander Tackett of the Naval Radar Section?
And? Who is it?
David Harding, United States Counterspies.
Counterspy?
Yes, I'm sorry to bother you at 2:30 in the morning, Commander Tackett.
Oh, shoot, Mr. Harding.
Well, now, in your radar and sonic research, you use an instrument known as the spectrograph, don't you?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Well, now, is there any method of reading the marks that are made by sound waves on the spectrograph tape?
Oh, well, there are experts, yes, who can do it.
Well, where can I find such a man?
Well, if you give me a couple of days...
Oh, no, that's too long. Commander, isn't there any other way we could find out what a spectrograph tape says?
Well, I might be able to make it talk.
How?
We have the apparatus in our naval laboratory here in New York. If I had an enlarged photograph of the spectrograph tape...
You'll have it, Commander Tackett. If you'll go right down to the naval laboratory, I'll meet you there in 30 minutes.
The officer of the day told me you were here. I'm David Harding.
Hello, Mr. Harding. I must say you counterspies certainly do things in a hurry.
Well, this is extremely urgent.
Oh, fine. Do you have the enlargement of the spectrograph?
Well, my assistant, Mr. Peters, is standing by in our Counterspy photo laboratory, and he'll rush right over with it just as soon as it's ready.
Good. Well, then I can take this time to show you how I may be able to make it done.
Yes, that's what I came for.
Well, we use this device here, Mr. Harding, a big electrically lighted transparent drum. It's a sort of talking drum.
Talking drum?
Yes, Mr. Harding. You see that bank of electric cells outside the drum? Photoelectric cells?
Yes.
Well, when we place strips of black paper or tape on the drum and revolve it, the photoelectric beam is broken, and a series of vibrations are transmitted to a speaker for as long a time as the beam set up by the photoelectric cells is broken.
Oh, I see. Then, theoretically, you can make paper talk without the human voice even being involved in the process.
Well, that's just exactly what we've done, Mr. Harding. Look, I'll show you this test pattern we keep handy.
Yes, please do.
Well, first, I'll start the motor that turns the lighted drum. There we are. I see the drum revolves, but nothing happens because it's completely transparent. Now, here's the spectrogram reading, which we use for laboratory tests.
That's a hand-drawn picture of some spoken phrase, is that right?
Right, Mr. Harding. And I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase of the saying. Now, here on this desk, this black tape cut up in odd shapes, it's an enlargement of this spectrogram already prepared in sections for mounting on the drum.
I see. Go on.
Well, I'll take this first section and mount it on the drum. So,
Now, when I start the drum, listen to what happens when the part with the black tape on it passes over the photoelectric cells.
Mary had a
That's remarkable.
Wait. I'll mount the rest of this prepared laboratory tape on the drum and... There we are. Now, listen.
Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow.
That's astounding, Commander. Do you think that by cutting up the enlarged spectrogram my assistant brings, we'll be able to hear exactly what was said on it?
Well, I'm sure we will. Of course, the voices won't be recognized.
Well, that's not too important if we can only get them...
Here you are, Mr. Harding. The enlarged spectrogram. Good. We had to enlarge it in sections. The roll of paper was so long.
What about this, Commander Taggart? Think you can work from this? Oh, my assistant, Mr. Peters.
Oh. Yes, I think so. It'll take time, though. See, I'll have to cut it up, and we can only get about 50 or 60 words on the drum at one time.
Well, let's start at the beginning and get going. I want to know what those black lines say just as soon as possible.
There we are, Mr. Harding. The first section's all set up and ready to go.
All right, turn it on. Let's hear what it says.
And pray that the voice of the murderer is on it.
All right, here goes.
A gun. That's right, Doctor. You're going to kill me, eh?
That prayer's answered.
Yes, unless you tell your data to this microphone I set up. If I do, you'll kill me anyway. So, right, but your knowledge will die with you, and you wouldn't like that. I have no choice. None.
Why the dickens doesn't he say the man's name?
Wait. All right. I'll tell all. Move the mic closer, Blake.
Blake. I'll have to cut out more of the spectrogram.
Would you do that yourself, Commander, and have a confidential stenographer transcribe what the talking drum says? The rest, I'm sure, will be Dr. Carthouse telling the results of his sonic research.
All right, Mr. Harding.
Chief Blake has a tape recording of that.
I know, and we better move fast if we want to stop it from getting out of the country. Come on, Peters, let's go.
Sergei, this is Blake.
I told you, Blake, no more money without results.
I've gotten results.
What?
Yes, they're on their way over to you by messenger now.
So?
You'll send the money right away? 100,000?
When I'm satisfied, the results are worth it.
Well, then satisfy yourself fast, because I need the money in a hurry. I'll be waiting to hear from you. Goodbye. Hello?
Congratulations, Blake.
Sergei, I was just going to call you.
It took me some time to get a tape recorder to play the tape which you sent me.
Well, do I get the money?
It's on its way over to you by messenger now. Half the sum.
Half?
You will get the rest when the scientist of my client have confirmed the value of what you sent.
Now, look, Sergei.
After all, I am not technically qualified to judge what I heard on that tape. So be satisfied with half for the present.
Our understanding was... Hold on, Sergei. There's someone at the door.
Most likely the messenger with your money. I'll take it and be happy. I'll be in touch with you in the future. Well, goodbye.
Now, Sergei! Just a minute.
Package for Mr. Blake?
Yes, that's me.
Sign here.
All right. There, and here's $1 for your trouble.
Just one out of the 50,000, Mr. Blake?
What?
You're not a very generous tipper.
What the devil is this? Who are you two?
United States Counterspies.
It isn't every man we run errands for, Mr. Blake. You should feel honored.
I don't understand. What's this all about?
The tape recording for Mr. Sergei Yekoro. We delivered it.
You delivered it?
After switching the one you sent for the one we made especially for the purpose.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's no use, Blake. We've known about you since early this morning.
The only reason we didn't pick you up sooner is that we wanted to see to whom you disposed of that recording that you forced Dr. Carthouse to dictate before you killed him.
Killed him?
That's right, Blake.
You see, Mr. Yokoro's government will waste a lot of time trying to make something out of the recording we substituted, a fact which won't make us unhappy. So, Blake...
Now, listen. I'll make a deal with you. I didn't kill Dr. Carthouse, but I'll tell you everything. All about Sergei. He's the one that did the killing.
Really?
Yes, I swear it. Now can we make a deal?
No, Blake. For two reasons. In the first place, we don't want to arrest Yokoro. Keeping a known foreign agent under observation will give us a lot more leads than we could get out of him in prison. And in the second place, Dr. Carthouse practically named you his murderer in a spectrogram recording he made.
So get your hat and coat and come along, Blake.
Well, doesn't seem to be anything else for me. Look out, Peters. He's got a gun. Go here.
That was close, Chief.
Yes. Better call the ambulance, Peters. They can take care of Blake's last errand and see that he's delivered to his final resting place. Prison.
Tune in every week, same time, same station, to Counterspy. Listen next week for the exciting Case of the Smuggled Schedule.
Next week, we shall reveal for the first time why a certain small package was given one of the biggest guards in Counterspy memory, and how your counterspies went underground so that the wrong car would lead in the right direction. Listen to
The Case of the Smuggled Schedule on Counterspy. Tonight's Counterspy program originated in New York, was directed by Marks B. Loeb, dramatized by Palma Thompson, and featured Don McLaughlin and Mandel Kramer. Lionel Rico speaking. Three chimes mean good times on NBC. Tonight, The Big Show, radio's greatest spectacle, presents another broadcast in its NBC Sunday night series. Your hour and a half of comedy, music, and drama tonight includes Tallulah Bankhead, Fred Allen, Danny Thomas, Douglas Fairbanks Jr., Mindy Carson, and many, many more. Theater Guild on the air tonight brings you the radio premiere of the hit musical Carousel, starring Patrice Munsell and Cornel Wilde. Hear Margaret Truman and Doug Fairbanks Jr. on The Big Show today on NBC. The National Broadcasting Company presents Counterspy.
Washington calling David Harding, Counterspy. Washington calling David Harding, Counterspy.
Harding, Counterspy, calling Washington.
United States Counterspies, especially appointed to investigate and combat the enemies of our country, both at home and abroad.
These Counterspy reports to the American people are brought to you each week at this time. Now, the case of the infiltrating agents.
Counterspy Field Office, American Embassy, Buenos Aires. To Counterspy Headquarters, Washington. Urgent attention, Mr. Harding personally. Have just learned that Ivor Sanderson, inactive here for the past 2 years, has booked passage on 7 p.m. plane north. From Jones Counterspy Field Office, Nuevo Laredo, Mexico, to Mr. Harding, Washington. Believed man answering description of Ivor Sanderson got off plane here this morning.
Harding, to all Southern Field Offices. 24-hour alert ordered until further notice. Am flying to Laredo, Texas. Will make specific assignments upon arrival.
You're okay, Pepita. Plenty okay.
How many times I have to tell you my name is not Pepita? Who is this Pepita? Some other girl you like better, huh?
No, Pepita, you're the only girl in the world. At least the only girl in Nuevo Laredo. Well, bottoms up.
Harry, I think you have too much already.
No, never too much. Bottoms up.
Oh. Harry, you take drinks too all of a sudden. Oh, come on, Harry, sweetheart, baby, we go.
Go? Where? What's the matter with this place?
We go home.
Oh, no, Pepita, I'm having too much fun. I like Mexico. I don't want to go back to Dallas. There's not this much fun in Dallas.
You don't go back to Dallas. I mean my home.
Oh. Why'd you say so? Hey, waiter. Mozo!
Sí, señor.
Dame la cuenta. 7 pesos. $7.
Sí.
Okay? Okay, here you are, bud. Keep the change. Keep it. I'm a sport.
Muchas gracias, señor.
All right.
Come, Harry.
You know, you're a sweet kid, Pepita. You're an awful sweet kid.
The name is not Pepita.
You're still a sweet kid.
Come, you lean on me. I will open it the door.
That's a good girl. You open it the door. Hmm?
Yeah. Okay, come.
You know, Pepita, I'm going to miss you when I go back to Dallas.
Well, you don't go back till tomorrow.
I'm going to miss you anyway. Yeah, here's my car.
Oh, we don't have to drive to my house.
We don't?
No, I live right next door to the saloon.
Hey, that's nice. That's convenient, too, huh?
Right here. We go in.
Oh, that's good.
Come in, Harry.
Ah, it's dark. It's dark in here, Pepita.
I will turn it on the light.
Ah, it's better. Much better. Hey, look, a nice little old comfortable chair. Hey, isn't that a wonderful sight? Nice little old easy chair.
Harry?
Good night, Pepita.
Harry? Harry, wake up. Harry! Okay, sleep. Go.
Yeah, all right. How is it, all right?
Yes, all right. I wonder, does he have much money with him? He should.
Never mind how much money he's got. Leave it. Leave the money alone.
All right, but it's a shame. Here are the keys to his car.
Good.
The car is big Oldsmobile, right outside. License Texas JW360.
Stay here. I'll be back in a little while. Mr. Sanderson? Mr. Sanderson?
Yes, here.
Come on, Carl. Get out. But mustn't we drive the car to the garage? That has been the usual procedure.
Get out.
Yes, all right. Get out. We do everything fine for months and months. Perfect. And along comes word from Buenos Aires, and poof, everything has changed. Nothing is good. Why didn't you remain in Buenos Aires?
Because our superiors believe this is too important for you to handle.
Too important for me to handle, huh? What have I been handling that was not important?
Yes, but not as important as this.
In 5 or 6 hours, the man will wake up. We must have the car back by then so he can be on his way. If we must take off the tires and put the stuff inside as usual, we'll have to get it to the garage quickly.
No, the merchandise does not go into the tires.
What's the matter with the tires? We're putting it in the tires all along.
I don't like what you've been doing all along, Carl.
Please, you forget my contribution.
Is that so?
That is so. It was me, Carl, who thought of finding these tourists, having them innocently smuggle the material across the border in their cars. It was me alone.
You know, this job is too much for you.
Oh, now something big comes along. It's too much.
This is no bigger than usual.
Ha! You weren't sent from Buenos Aires for something no bigger than usual, I know.
Do you?
Of course I know.
What, for instance?
It is plans in microfilm to the organization to infiltrate the area of the new hydrogen bomb plant in South Carolina. Plans for our people to establish themselves as residents and get employment in the construction work. And later,
when construction is finished in the plant itself. Isn't that right?
Very right.
You see, I know.
That's too bad, Carl.
Mr. Sanderson.
No. I'm sorry, Carl.
No, please, I didn't know. I only guessed.
Well, you guessed too well.
Please,
then.
don't kill me, please!
A little later or a little sooner, it didn't make any difference, Carl. You were not to be trusted.
Yes?
Here are the keys. The car is ready. Put the keys back in his pocket.
Who are you? What is Carl?
Carl has been transferred.
Transferred?
Yes, transferred to another area. Put the keys in the man's pocket. Everything is ready.
To Braden, Counterspy Headquarters, Washington. Advise you handle Honolulu and San Francisco matters yourself. Don't know how long I'll be here. No break as yet. Case still requires my personal attention.
Harding.
Yes, I'll be right with you. Signed, David Harding, Counterspy Temporary Field Office, Laredo, Texas. Yeah?
That Oldsmobile with the Texas plates JW360 just left the Mexican side and started across the International Bridge.
Good.
You want to step over to the window, Chief? Yeah, here it comes, Mr. Harding.
No, I think it ought to have a regular customs examination right down the line.
Okay, I'll take care of it myself.
Make it look regular, just in case we're being watched.
Right. Here it comes.
Well, I'll wait inside. Tell the driver I want to see him.
Right. Good morning, sir.
What's good about it?
Ooh. Rough night?
Rough. It was brutal. My bag's in the trunk. I've got nothing to declare. I didn't buy anything.
Nothing at all to declare?
Nothing except what I ate and drank. I'll open it up.
Give me the keys, mister. I'll open it. The man inside wants to see you.
About what?
Well, you'll have to ask him. One standing right inside the door.
All right. Did you want to see me?
Hello, Mr. Harding.
Hello, Peter. How'd it go?
As expected. This girl, Pepita, picked me up in the cafe. We had a few drinks. When she thought I was loaded, she took me to her place. When it looked like I passed out, she called in a friend named Carl.
Yeah.
They lifted the car keys off me, and Carl left. 5 or 6 hours later, she returned my car keys.
So, our suspicions are confirmed.
I think that's been the pattern all the while, Chief.
What do you think they hid in the car?
I don't know. I didn't want to make too close an examination.
Well, we ought to be able to find it.
Anything you want, Sanderson?
Nothing other than we're afraid he slipped into this country.
Mm-hmm.
So start out for Dallas, Peters, and make those stops we talked about for lunch, for gas, anything. Well, someplace between here and Dallas, they should try to lift the car from you.
And that's when we nail them.
I hope so. Now, as insurance, we'll use the alternating method in staying with you. Somebody in front, somebody behind, all the time.
Right.
I'll try to be in contact with you from time to time.
All right, sir. Everything's okay.
Thanks.
Here are your keys. They pulled out the upholstery padding in the backrest of the rear seat, Chief. Found a roll of microfilm.
Microfilm. So that's it. Did you substitute it in the car?
Yes, sir.
Good. Well, Peters, I think you've spent enough time here.
All right. So long. Thanks.
So long. He's got a dangerous job.
Yeah. You don't know how dangerous. Those people would just as soon kill him as look at him. We've been after this ring for a year now. We haven't made a dent yet. That is until now.
That's a pretty clever gimmick of theirs, storing the films in tourists' cars.
Yes, it's clever, but it's up to us to be a little more clever. Let's find out what's in those microfilms. Yes, sir. Fill her up?
Yep.
How's the oil and water?
They're okay. Just fill her up.
Any sign of them, Peters?
I didn't see a thing, Chief.
I just heard from both your follower and your leader. They didn't see any sign of them either. We developed that microfilm we found in the car.
Big stuff?
Bigger than we figured. That 400-square-mile tract of land up around Aiken, South Carolina.
Hey, that's where the government just announced it's going to build a hydrogen bomb plant.
Exactly. Microfilm has orders to agents in a dozen or more states to get rooted around that project, even before it started. When the call goes out for workers, those agents will be right among them. So I don't think they'll let your car get too far out of their sight, Peter. It must be around someplace.
Maybe they have the setup spotted.
No, I don't think so.
Do you think they're waiting till I get closer to Dallas? Hey, you're getting a customer.
Yeah. Just a minute, ma'am. Be with you in a minute.
All right.
Well, there you are. Filled up.
Okay.
Sure the oil and water okay?
Yeah, they're okay.
Please. I'm in an awful hurry.
Well, but this gentleman here...
If the lady's in such a hurry, go right ahead. I've got plenty of time.
Okay. Fill her up, ma'am?
No, I don't need any gasoline. There's something wrong with my car, and I've just got to get to San Antonio.
Well, we'll take a look. Yeah, it's hot, all right. It's boiling.
What is it, the fan belt?
No, fan belt seems to be okay.
I was just driving along, and it started to steam all of a sudden.
No, let's check the water. Oh, that's it.
No water?
Can't see any. You got a leak, all right, a bad one there. See how it's dripping down on the pan there?
Oh, will that take long?
Well, long enough. You got to find the leak, then I got to fix it.
Oh, dear, I've got to be in San Antonio by 1 o'clock.
Well, with this car you won't. I got 2 other jobs sitting in the garage back there. It'll be at least 1:30 before I can get to it.
Is there a bus or something?
Well, not one that'll get you to San Antonio by 1 o'clock.
Oh. Sir, could you take me? Are you going to San Antonio?
Me?
Yes, I've just got to be there. I've got an appointment, and I can't miss it.
Why don't you give the lady a lift, mister? You got an empty car.
Well, sure. It'd be a pleasure, miss.
Oh, thank you very much. You don't know what a favor this is. I've really got to be there. I'll come back tomorrow for the car. Is that all right?
Oh, I'll be ready anytime tomorrow. That'll be 2:06, mister.
Yeah, sure. Here you are.
Thanks. There's no leak in that radiator. The water was drained out. Peters, this may be it.
You are listening to the case of the infiltrating agents on Counterspy. Have you met our new baby yet? I mean NBC's new baby, The Big Show. And what a baby it is. The biggest baby you ever heard. And he's not crying either. Why should he with stars like Tallulah Bankhead, Jimmy Durante, Clifton Webb, Mindy Carson, Meredith Wilson, and a host of others to make him radio's greatest spectacle ever? This Sunday and every Sunday, meet The Big Show. An hour and a half of comedy, music, and drama. All this and Tallulah, too. No wonder it's The Big Show. And Sunday evening over most of these same NBC stations also means the Phil Harris-Alice Faye Show with Frankie, Julius, and the entire cast. Now, back to Counterspy.
San Antonio Counterspy Field Office.
Now, this is Harding. Peter stopped at point 14, filling station. Car drove up with a steaming radiator, and a girl, 5'4", 120 pounds, 25 years old, got out and hitched a ride to San Antonio with Peters in his car.
That looks like it.
It does. Check on the license of the car she left here. The 1949 Plymouth two-door, painted maroon, Texas license 3T152.
Okay, Mr. Harding.
Now get that information out to all cars. Because if she's one of the rings, she might try to pull a gun on Peters between here and San Antonio. Take over his car.
Right.
I'm turning the filling station back to the owner right away and joining the parade. But keep shooting out bulletins over the air. We're getting close.
What would a pretty girl like you be in such a hurry to get to San Antonio for, Miss White?
Oh, I've got an appointment.
What kind of appointment?
Just an appointment.
Okay. So maybe I'd be entitled to know.
Well, you are, but I'm not going to tell you.
All right. I'll mind my own business.
You're sweet, Mr. Peters.
Harry.
Very sweet. Harry. Where do you live?
In Dallas. Where do you live?
In San Antonio.
They're too far apart. Dallas and San Antonio.
I guess they are. Oh, there's a nice lunch stand coming up. Would you like to get some coffee?
I thought you were in a hurry to get to San Antonio.
Well, I am, but a few minutes won't hurt.
It won't hurt you. It won't hurt me.
It's really a very nice place. I've been there before.
Must be. It's kind of busy.
Oh, a lot of people who travel between San Antonio and Laredo know it.
Huh? Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, I was kind of hoping you'd want to stop. I thought, though, that you were in too much of a hurry.
Oh, well, I'm never in too much of a hurry for a cup of coffee.
Good.
Let's sit at the counter. It's quicker, shall we?
Okay. You're the boss. It's all right?
Oh, this is fine.
You draw one or two.
Yeah, folks. What's your pleasure?
I'll have a cup of coffee and... Oh, do you have a menu?
Menu's on the wall, lady.
Oh. A sweet roll. A cup of coffee and a sweet roll.
All right. Mister? I'll have the same.
Got you. Pastry fair.
What do you do, Mr. Peters?
The name is just plain Harry, and I do fine.
I mean, what do you do for a living?
Oh. I'm in the dairy business.
Oh, that's nice.
Here you are, folks. Your coffees?
And a couple of sweet rolls.
Thank you.
Would you like some... Hey, buddy.
What's the matter?
You drive up here in a black Oldsmobile?
Yes, why?
Well, somebody's driving off in it, and it ain't you.
This is Gloria. Let me talk to Mr. Sanderson. Oh, Harry.
Did you get hold of your father, Gloria?
Well, they're calling him to the phone.
Oh, good. I'm really terribly sorry.
Oh, here's my father. Excuse me, Harry. Hello, Mr. Sanderson.
Well, how's it going, Gloria?
Oh, very well, like clockwork.
Did Jimmy get the car?
Yes, he drove it off about 5 minutes ago.
You don't think the man has any knowledge?
Oh, he doesn't know a thing.
Can you lose him?
He's already lost. A very convenient truck driver offered me a ride into San Antonio.
Good. Very good.
I'll see you in about an hour. Goodbye. Well, there's that.
Your father isn't worried, I hope.
Oh, no, he's not worried.
You know, I don't like the idea of you riding to San Antonio in a truck.
Well, I've got to get there some way, and the man was kind enough to... Why don't you come along with us, Harry?
Oh, I'd love to, but the state police said wait here until the highway patrol comes, so I guess I'd better wait for a report on the car.
Oh, yes. I forgot all about that.
Hey, lady. If you want to ride with me, you'd better come on. I operate on a strict schedule.
Yeah, I'll be right with you. Goodbye, Harry.
Oh, wait a minute. Look, where can I find you in San Antonio?
Oh, you don't want to find me, Harry.
Oh, yes, I do.
No, you don't. There's something I didn't tell you. It wasn't my father on the phone. It was my husband.
Oh.
Goodbye, Harry.
Peters. Hello, Mr. Harding.
You got the whole story, Peters?
Yes, I phoned in. Was someone able to stay behind my car?
Michael stuck with it all the way. He reported a short, curly-haired man about 30 grabbed it.
I didn't get a look at him.
Well, he drove up the highway to a few miles north of Divine. Pulled off on a side road. He apparently lifted the stuff out of the back seat. Then 5 minutes later, a Ford drove up. Michaels reported the curly-haired man got in, headed for San Antonio.
Their timing is perfect.
Yeah. Well, what about the girl?
Well, Joan's truck pulled into the restaurant, and he put on a big act of sympathy and offered her a ride to San Antonio, and she took it.
Good for Jones. We'll hear from him just as soon as he drops her.
She won't get out any place near where she's going.
Oh, there's an agent behind Jones, isn't there?
Yes. He'll pick her up on foot. Now, we checked on the car that she left behind at the filling station. It was rented to San Antonio.
Oh. Well, I guess we're getting right on top of it, Peters.
We sure are, Dave. And we better nail them this time.
We'll get them. This is their last trip.
Yes? Who is it?
It's me, Gloria.
Well, hello, Gloria.
Mr. Sanderson.
Come in.
Well, how'd you like that for turning a trick?
It came off very well.
The poor man never knew what hit him. He'll find his car in a few hours. He'll go on back to Dallas and write the whole thing off as a streak of bad luck.
Where did the truck driver leave you?
Well, I told him I wanted to get out near the Gunther. He pulled that big 10-ton truck right up in front of the hotel and dropped him.
Now, you're positive no one was behind you?
Oh, no one. I walked 3 blocks, hopped a cab, and here I am.
Good work.
Did Jimmy bring the package and all that?
Oh, yes. Yes. Here it is.
Oh, that's wonderful.
We'll get the films moving east by tonight.
And by Monday, they'll be spread to every agent of ours in the country. We're a step ahead of these people every foot of the way. Nothing will stop us, Gloria. Nothing.
I never doubted anything would.
All right, now. Let's get ready to move out. I want to be on our way east in an hour.
She was the kind of girl who would fool anyone, Chief. She could pull that stuff twice a week and never be...
San Antonio to car C5.
I'll take that. Harding, San Antonio. Go ahead.
Meeker reports curly-haired suspect who took car trailed the following address in San Antonio. 1842 Del Rosa.
1842 Del Rosa.
That's right, Mr. Harding. Suspect entered the house with suitcase apparently containing contraband. Left house 5 minutes later without the suitcase.
What kind of house is it, San Antonio?
A 2-story house. Frame affair. Front and back entrance. Suspect entered first floor door. Second floor has apparently unconnected occupant.
You have the house covered?
Meeker's on the spot. I'm heading there, too.
Okay, good. Now tell Meeker...
Just a minute, Mr. Harding.
I wonder what's up, Chief.
Johnson just checked in. He followed the girl from the Gunther Hotel to the same address.
That's more than coincidence, Chief.
Okay, San Antonio. Keep all agents on the spot. We're headed there right away. All right, Peter. See if you can get some speed out of this thing.
There's Jones, Mr. Harding.
Jones.
Hello, Chief. Peters. That's it. The yellow frame house across the street. They're on the first floor.
Where you got the men posted?
Meeker and Johnson are back in the alley. I got a pair up on the street in the car. Evans is standing in the doorway on this side.
Any idea who the occupant is?
Yeah, we checked around. Couldn't get much of a line on him. He moved in about a week ago. Neighbors say he's a big man. Haven't seen him much.
Is he in there, Jones?
Yeah. He opened up the door for both the curly-haired suspect and the girl.
All right. Let's go. You go up to the door with me, Peters. You follow us up, Jones.
Okay.
Give the boys a high sign. We're going to move in.
Okay. They got it, and they're ready.
All right, Jones. Come up behind us.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Now, you knock, Peters. I'll cover you.
Right. I'll be glad to wind this one up.
So will I. Knock again.
Yes, who is it?
It's me.
You? Who are you?
Hello, Miss White. Surprise.
Well, Harry, how did you...
I did.
We're United States Counterspy. We know that there's a man...
Hey, watch it! That's him! Sanderson! Yeah. Oh! You got it, Peter. Come on. You hit me. You hit me. Get me a doctor, will you?
All right, Sanderson. Take it easy. We'll get you a doctor.
I'm hit. I'm hit bad. I need a doctor.
What did you do to him? What did you do to him?
Sanderson's all right, lady. He's not hurt bad.
There are the films, Chief. All ready to go.
Yes, and the only place they're going is where we're taking them. The only place these people are going is where we're putting them. Come on, all of you, let's go. This is David Harding. Here's a statement by the Honorable J. Edgar Hoover, Director, Federal Bureau of Investigation. The President of the United States, in restating the responsibilities of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, has called upon all law enforcement officers, patriotic organizations, and individuals to report information pertaining to espionage, sabotage, and subversive activities to the FBI. The following suggestions are made to assist patriotic organizations and individuals in complying with the President's request.
Be alert. Learn to know the enemies of the American way of life. If you suspect sabotage, espionage, or subversive activities, communicate with the nearest office of the FBI and furnish all facts in your possession. Once you have reported your information to the FBI, do not circulate rumors or endeavor to make private investigations. Leave the investigations to trained investigators who have access to data acquired over the years on individuals engaged in subversive activities.
The internal security of the United States can best be assured with the cooperation, aid, and assistance of every law-abiding person in our nation.
Tune in every week, same time, same station, to Counterspy. Listen next week for the exciting Case of the Invisible Insurrectionist.
Behind the nationwide headlines of a recent murder attempt lies a strange story of a certain organization to whom misery was a necessity and treason a way of earning a living. How your counterspies answered this challenge by proving that charity doesn't always begin at home will be revealed for the first time next week in
Case of the Invisible Insurrectionist on Counterspy. Tonight's Counterspy program originated in New York, was directed by Marks B. Loeb, and featured Don McLaughlin and Mandel Kramer. Lionel Rico speaking. Counterspy is a Phillips H. Lord production. Three chimes mean good times on NBC.
Washington calling David Harding, Counterspy.
Harding, Counterspy, calling Washington.
United States Counterspies, especially appointed to investigate and combat the enemies of our country, both at home and abroad.
These Counterspy reports to the American people are brought to you each week at this time. Now, the case of the invisible insurrectionist.
Maria, the baby is crying again.
She does not sleep. And the doctor says it is sleep that she needs.
I know, Maria.
It is no good for her here in the city of New York. It is no good here for all of us, Juan. We should go back to Puerto Rico.
We will go back soon, Maria. Now, please try to make her stop. Please, my Maria.
See, I will try.
Salinas, my friend, come in.
Menard, I came as soon as I could. On the telephone, you sounded troubled. What is it?
Salinas, we have been cheated.
Cheated? I do not understand.
The man who promised to give us jobs in the mill in New Jersey.
You do not mean Mr. Franklin?
See, Mr. Franklin, the man to whom we all gave $50. The man who promised us jobs for that money. The man with whom we signed that contract. Salinas, he is a cheat, this Mr. Franklin.
Menard, how do you know this?
I have been there today in New Jersey.
You went to the mill?
Mill? There is no mill, my friend. It is all untrue.
No mill? No job? My $50 is gone?
Yours and mine and all our friends who have come here from Puerto Rico for work. We must go to the police, Salinas.
No.
But this man Franklin must be punished.
First, we will go to this man, Franklin. I know where his office is. We will get what is rightfully ours in our own way.
That's quite an interesting story Menard has just told us, huh, Louis?
Sure is, Mr. Franklin.
You have cheated us all. Me, Salinas, and the others who have come here from Puerto Rico. I want my money back, Mr. Franklin.
So you want your money back, Menard. And you, Salinas? You don't feel the same way about it, huh, Salinas?
See, he does. Tell him, Salinas.
No harm will come to Menard. You promised, Mr. Franklin.
Salinas.
You were smart to bring him here, Salinas.
I do not understand.
You promise you will not harm Menard.
Mr. Franklin always keeps his word.
That's correct, Louis. I'll just see that Menard gets back to Puerto Rico. With what he knows now, it'd be unwise to allow him to remain here.
Salinas, you are this man's accomplice. You have helped him steal from me and your other friends.
It had to be done, Menard.
To take money from people who have so little.
No, it was not for the money. I am not a thief. It was for the good of our nation, Puerto Rico.
Our nation, Puerto Rico?
See, for its liberation. We must throw off the yoke of United States tyranny.
Then you are with the nationalists. They have made you betray your friends.
Oh, no, the cause. You do not understand, Menard.
I understand. You have been deceived by the real enemies of freedom. It is they who would impose tyranny upon us. Salinas, Listen before it is too late.
Salinas understands that all sacrifices must be made for the good of the cause. Is that not correct, Salinas?
Yes.
That'll be all, Salinas. You may leave.
I cannot believe this, Salinas. All our lives we were such friends.
Louis Menard is shot. Suppose you give him some shock treatment.
Sure, Mr. Franklin. What now, Mr. Franklin?
Well, take him down the back way and load him into the car.
Okay.
And Louis.
Yeah, Mr. Franklin?
Bring your gun with you. You'll need it.
Counterspy headquarters, Mr. Harding's office.
Braden, this is Harry Peters, phoning from Counterspy Patrol Boat 41. I just received word that Mr. Harding's been trying to contact me.
Yes, Mr. Harding left hurriedly for a conference at the State Department with Mr. Jordan of the Puerto Rican Affairs Division. He instructed that you meet him in his car outside the State Department building at 11. The conference will be over by then. Mr. Harding said it was an urgent matter.
Got it, Braden. I'll be there.
All right, Adams. First stop, my house.
What's this time, Chief?
Here, Peter. Read this bulletin. Came in early this morning from our New York field office.
How does this concern us?
Well, Juan Menard, the man who was found shot to death, is one of an undetermined number of Puerto Ricans who were taken in by a job placement racket.
Only the jobs didn't exist, is that it?
That's it. After my talk with the Puerto Rican Affairs Division, I'm convinced that the racket is more political than financial.
You mean in view of what's been happening in Puerto Rico?
Yes, Peter. We've come across all types of sabotage, espionage, enemy propaganda. This is probably the most subtle plan ever conceived of creating anti-United States feeling among Puerto Ricans.
Chief, you mean these people come here from Puerto Rico with the promise of work? They're defrauded, then they go back to Puerto Rico with stories of how they were taken over by some Yankee swindler.
Yes, that's right. And Juan Menard's murder could be the strongest propaganda point of all. You can understand now it's not just another murder case. It has overtones of insurrection attached to it. We've got a big job ahead of us.
Anything specific to go on, Mr. Harding?
Only a vague description of two men connected with the job placement racket.
Okay, Chief, when do I pack?
Now, you've got just enough time to stick a toothbrush in your pocket. We're flying to New York within half an hour.
Yes? Can I do something for you?
We're looking for Mrs. Juan Menard. I'm David Harding of the Counterspies. This is Agent Harry Peters.
Oh, I'm Mrs. Gladys Milford. Won't you gentlemen come in?
Sure.
Mrs. Menard is out to have a drug prescription filled. It's for the youngest of the children, the baby. I take it you're here concerning her husband.
Yes, that's right. Are you a friend?
I suppose so, in a sense. I'm with the Welfare League. We give family counseling and aid in such neighborhoods as this.
Mm-hmm. You've known the Menards for long, Mrs. Milford?
Since they arrived here several months ago, I've arranged for the two older children to go to day nursery. At the moment, I'm looking after the infant in the next room.
I see. Well, is there anything you could tell us about Juan Menard?
I knew little about Mr. Menard. We met only once. This has been a terrible blow to his wife.
Yes.
We're doing everything for her we possibly can.
Did the baby cry, Mrs. Oh?
Maria, these men are from the Counterspies.
Counterspies?
They want to ask you questions about your husband.
About my Juan?
My name is Harding. This is Mr. Peters. We won't stay long, Mrs. Menard.
Just a few questions, and then we'll leave.
Why did they kill my Juan? He was a good man. He did not hurt anybody.
Well, Mrs. Menard, do you remember your husband ever mentioning the name of the man to whom he gave money for a job?
He did not tell me the name of this man. Oh, the baby, I must go to him.
I'll take care of her, Maria. Give me the medicine.
See?
Now, you do what you can to help Mr. Harding.
Oh, gracias, Mrs. Milford. Gracias.
Now, Mrs. Menard, who were the other men who gave money to this person?
Please, I do not want to talk about it. Juan is dead. You cannot bring him back.
No, Mrs. Menard. But we can bring his murderer to justice.
Justice? There is no justice in this place. We should have never come. my Juan would still be alive.
Mrs. Menard, your husband was sacrificed to an evil political cause.
I do not know about politics. I only know that we came here and my husband was killed. I only know that it is bad here, that the people here are bad, that we cannot...
Mrs. Menard, listen to me. That's exactly what certain people want all Puerto Ricans to believe. Now, if we don't find your husband's murderer, if you don't help us, there'll be other murders. More than that, there'll be possibly a great deal of bloodshed in your homeland. Now, you wouldn't want other wives, other families to suffer as you have, needlessly. Would you?
Would you, Mrs. Menard?
No. No, I would not want that.
Then who were the other men who gave money for jobs?
Well, when Pedro Salinas told them about it, they all gave.
Pedro Salinas?
See, Salinas and Juan have been friends for many years.
Where can we get in touch with Salinas?
I do not know where he lives. He was here with Juan the night that...
He left the house with Juan that night, Miss Menard?
See.
And you don't know where we can find Salinas?
Oh, the girl he has, Lola, maybe she knows.
You have her address?
Oh, no, but she works at a restaurant on 110th Street. It's called the El Toro.
I see.
You will find the one who killed my Juan.
We're going to try, Mrs. Menard. And we'll start looking with Pedro Salinas' girlfriend, Lola.
So you're counterspies. So what?
So we'd like to ask you a few questions, Lola.
Huh? About what?
Your friend, Pedro Salinas.
Where is he?
I don't know where he is.
Or where does he live? That is, when you do know where he is.
He never told me.
Never told you, hmm? Funny kind of a boyfriend?
Yeah. Funny kind.
When did you see him last?
Last week.
Where?
What's the difference?
Now, don't make it rough, girlie. It's better answering questions here than in a jail cell.
My place. Okay.
Which is where?
106th Street, 785 East. One flight up, not twice.
You didn't see him after that? Or hear from him?
No phone calls, letters, postcards, anything?
Sure you haven't heard from him since Juan Bernard was found in that alley, shot to death.
Who's Juan Bernard?
As if you didn't know, hmm?
You two act like I'm a book of knowledge or something. Look, you got any more questions? I make my living here. The boss will get sore if he sees me wasting any more time.
No more questions, Lola. Just a word of advice.
Like what?
Stay here in town where we can get in touch with you.
I ain't going anyplace.
All right, come on, Peter.
Lola's a Lulu of a liar, Mr. Harding.
You're telling me.
Could have taken her in for questioning.
We may do better this way.
Which way?
When we get out to the patrol car, radio the field office to have a stakeout put on Lola's apartment. I think that may offer us the shortest distance between us and Pedro Salinas.
Hello.
Mr. Franklin, this is Pedro Salinas.
Salinas, where have you been? Why haven't you called me since the other night?
I have been hiding. After what happened to Juan Bernard, I was afraid.
I'll explain that later. I want you to bring me the contract, the one you've been persuading your friends to sign. You still have it, don't you?
Yes.
All right, bring it to me. And not at the office here. I'll be at the warehouse near Mott Street. You know where. Get there as soon as you can. I'll be waiting for you. All right, Salinas. I'll take that contract now.
Mr. Franklin, you promised that no harm would come to Juan Bernard. He was my friend.
What has become of your feelings for the cause? That should be far above personal consideration, Salinas.
You promised me.
It couldn't be helped. He made things difficult for Lewis. Isn't that correct, Lewis?
That's right, Mr. Franklin.
You lied to me, both of you. You wanted one dead.
You're trying my patience, Salinas. You give me the paper with the signatures.
Do like Mr. Franklin says.
I do not have them. What? I did not bring them with me.
Where are they, Salinas?
I will not tell.
Louis.
Okay. My arm. My arm.
I'll break it off. The paper, Salinas.
No. I will not tell. I will.
Come on.
Stop. Please, stop. I can't stand it.
The paper.
It's in the house of Juan Menard. Oh.
He's out on his feet.
Now, Louis, we'll visit Mrs. Menard. We'll leave Salinas here.
That way, Mr. Franklin?
No, Louis, not that way. This way.
You are listening to the case of the invisible insurrectionist on Counterspy. Tonight there's another broadcast of NBC's Sunday evening extravaganza, The Big Show. Tallulah Bankhead will preside as usual, and tonight's stars are Bob Hope, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, Louis Armstrong, Rosalind Russell, Dorothy McGuire, Frankie Lane, and Meredith Wilson with his orchestra and chorus. And Sunday over most of these NBC stations also means another visit with the mischievous Harris family. Frankie, Julius, and all their friends on the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show. The chimes are your invitation every Sunday to the Big Show and the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show. Now, back to Counterspy.
New York Counterspy Field Office, Harding speaking. Yes, I certainly do. Go ahead. Yes, I have that. Well, thank you very much. Yes, of course, I'll let you know what happens. Goodbye. Peters, order a car to be ready for us out front immediately.
What's up, Chief?
That was Lola. Salinas told her to call us in case of trouble.
Does she know where we can locate Salinas?
Yes, Peters, if we're not too late.
Maria, you must try to rest.
Oh, you are very kind, Mrs. Milford. There are some people here in the city of New York who are so good, like you, and some who are so bad.
Were you expecting anyone?
No, I didn't.
Now, you stay right where you are. I'll see who it is. Yes?
Back inside, lady, and not a peep out of you.
Who are you?
Close the door, Louis.
What is the
Shut
meaning?
your mouth, lady, and no one gets hurt.
Mrs. Milford, who are these men? What do they want?
I don't know, Maria.
It's all very simple, ladies. Juan Menard had in his possession a paper. I want that paper, Mrs. Menard.
I do not understand.
The work contract.
Contract? I do not know what you mean.
Well, perhaps you don't. Louis, commence searching.
Okay.
This is unlawful.
Isn't it?
You can't expect to get away with a thing like this.
But I intend to, madam. Really. Any luck, Louis?
No, not yet.
Be seated, ladies. Please. Thank you. I'll just wander around myself and help Louis. There's not much of a view from this window, is there? Or is there? Come on, Louis.
Come on. What about the paper?
The car just pulled up downstairs. 2 men got out and entered this building, and they certainly don't look like tenants.
Maybe cops.
We'll take no chance in finding out. Let's go. I warn you, ladies, stay right where you are.
Come on. Let's get going.
They're coming up to this floor.
We're trapped.
No, we can get up to the roof. Come on.
Stop, you two! Stop or we fire!
Coppers, Mr. Franklin. Now, this'll slow them up. My arm.
Keep going, Louis. Almost there. Keep going, Louis. We'll make it. We'll make it.
They made it, Mr. Harding. They got away over the roof.
Well, their luck won't hold out, Peters. We'll get them.
Plenty of bloodstains on the stairs leading to the roof. One of them is hurt. He'll have to get to a doctor sometime. Everything all right here in the Menard apartment?
No damage. Just woke up the baby. Mrs. Milford's inside helping Mrs. Menard.
Did your men catch them, Mr. Harding?
No, Mrs. Milford.
This has been terribly upsetting for Maria.
Yes, that poor woman's had plenty of trouble.
They said they wanted a paper, a contract of some kind.
Yes, we knew that from Pedro Salinas.
You found Salinas?
Just a few moments before he died in a warehouse. He was shot by a man named Franklin. There was also another man called Lewis.
Salinas told us to get here fast.
Well, did those two find the paper?
I don't think so.
Good. All right, Peters, you get started on that other matter while I take up where those two left off.
Peters in car C1 to Harding, New York Counterspy Field Office. Peters to Harding.
Harding, go ahead, Peters.
Chief, I checked on Franklin at the address Salinas gave us.
And?
It was an office, but right now it's just an empty space. Whoever was there pulled out like a fast freight.
Did you get any leads from anybody in the building?
It was strictly a dead end, Chief. No one knows the man called Franklin or his helper, Lewis.
All right, Peter. You may as well come back here to the field office.
You had no luck either,
I fared much better.
You mean you found that contract in the Menard apartment?
Yes. I sent the paper down to the lab for analysis. By the time you get back here, we should have a report on it.
Gotta get out of here, Mr. Franklin.
Easy, Lewis. We'd be picked up in a minute if we left here.
I gotta get to a doctor. My whole arm now is burning like it was on fire.
You mustn't complain. We were lucky to find this empty barge to hide in.
I can't stand it. Honest.
You'll survive, I'm sure.
Yeah. You can talk. You ain't got a slug in you. I don't want to die. If I stay here, I'll die.
Believe me, I sympathize with you, but you have the counterspies to thank for your pain, not me.
I'm getting to a doctor.
Wait a minute.
Let go.
Are you crazy? You'll be caught.
I'm giving up. I'll wind up in one piece that way.
Get back down.
Oh, my arm.
You're not giving up. I'm not letting you.
That gun ain't going to help you, Franklin. You fire one shot, and coppers will be swarming all over this barn.
I'm not going to use it for firing, Lewis. I'm going to use the butt end for another purpose. This.
Here's the lab report on that paper, Mr. Harding. I was on the way in when Parker handed it to me.
Did you look it over, Peters?
Quickly. It's an expensive type bomb.
Yeah.
And here's a list of retailers in the city who handle it.
That's quite a long list.
Mm-hmm. Should I assign squads to start investigation?
Yes, right away.
Okay, we'll do.
And Peters... Oh, wait, just a minute.
Agent Braden to Harding. Braden to Harding.
Come in, Braden.
The body of a man who'd been shot in the right arm was found a few minutes ago by one of our harbor patrols.
Hey, go ahead, Braden.
It was found in an empty barge. Report indicates death was due to severe blows at the base of the head. Identification in clothing shows him to be Louis Troy.
All right, Braden. Thank you.
The man called Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Chief, that leaves one to go. Franklin.
Yes. Well, I'll get to work on that list of paper dealers. We'll see where that leads us.
Hello. This is Franklin. I have to see you tonight. Please. I'll need money. I'd better leave the country. All right, then. The swamp over in New Jersey. All right. I'll be there at 10 tonight. So late. I thought you weren't coming.
I was unavoidably detained, Franklin.
You brought the money for me, Mrs. Milford?
I brought exactly what you need. Franklin, you fumbled badly.
You ordered me to get rid of Juan Menard. That was your idea.
It wasn't my idea that his body should be found.
That was Louis' fault.
It was your fault for choosing such an inefficient lieutenant. Was it Lewis's fault that you permitted that contract to get out of your hands so that you had to come to the Menard apartment while I was there?
How did I know you were there? I had to act quickly.
So quickly you were almost caught by Harding. Franklin, your stupidity has put the entire cause in jeopardy. I and the others worked for months, years, to gain a solid foothold in Puerto Rico. where we could threaten the snug bourgeois safety of the United States.
But I tell you...
Be quiet. It took me years to place myself in a position in New York where I could help with the eventual overthrow of the capitalistic enemy. And you almost spoiled everything.
You haven't been exposed, Mrs. Milford. You can still operate safely.
Through no help of yours. You put our schedule for the coup in Puerto Rico at least 6 months behind.
We've waited so long, we can wait that much longer.
Perhaps we can, Franklin. But you can't.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
You can no longer be trusted.
Now, wait.
I have been put in charge of this phase of our work. And it is my opinion that for the good of the cause, you should be liquidated. Don't move.
But...
As they say, Franklin, he who lives by the sword shall die by the sword. Or in this case, the gun.
You wouldn't dare.
As a matter of fact, Franklin, this is the only course I dare take now.
Oh, wait, please.
This meeting place you chose makes it very convenient for me.
And for me, too, Mrs. Milford.
Harding.
Drop that gun.
Stand where you are, Franklin.
I'm not moving.
How did you get here?
Simple. We followed you, Mrs. Milford.
Followed me.
Through that contract paper. We thought the tracing of that type paper would lead us to Franklin, but it led us straight to your phony charity front. And on the way out in the car, my agents radioed me that they found some very interesting case histories in your files, with names and addresses of people here and in Puerto Rico involved in this plot.
Had a nice setup, didn't you, Mrs. Milford? Passing yourself off as a welfare worker in a Puerto Rican district in New York.
You were a welfare worker, all right. The welfare of the enemies of this country in Puerto Rico. Take them away, Peters. It gives me great pleasure to introduce a statement to Counterspy from the man who probably knows as much as anyone in the United States about the Puerto Rican people and their welfare problems here. The Honorable Raymond M. Hilliard, Commissioner of Welfare, City of New York. Here is Commissioner Hilliard's statement.
Today's Counterspy story has its basis in actual fact. I can well believe that many Puerto Ricans living here have been the victims of cruel and crooked exploitation. And I am convinced that communist saboteurs have deliberately stirred up trouble and have tried to wreck the unity of the citizens of this city and of the nation. I know that there was a time when communists had achieved a strong hold among those engaged in welfare work in this city. But it has been my task during the past 2.5 years to break their power, to throw out the communists, and to return welfare work to its proper place as an instrument of lawful government. We have found the Puerto Rican residents of New York City a decent and friendly people who hold that this government is their government. We are proud of them, and we know that they will not be deceived by those who would try to destroy us.
Thank you, Commissioner Hilliard.
Tune in every week, same time, same station, to Counterspy. Listen next week for the exciting Case of the Pretty Plant.
A gracious guest brings her hospitable hostess a most unusual gift, and your counterspies are started on their way to the breaking up of an international spy ring. How a drugstore led to the disaster when treason had the fragrance of hyacinth will be revealed for the first time next week in
Case of the Pretty Plant on Counterspy. Tonight's Counterspy program, originated in New York, was directed by Mark B. Loeb, dramatized by Edward J. Adamson, and featured Don McLaughlin and Manda L. Kramer. Lionel Rico speaking. Counterspy is a Phillips H. Lord production. Three chimes mean good times on NBC. Want to know who's on the big show tonight? Bob Hope, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, Rosalind Russell, Frankie Lane, Dorothy McGuire, Louis Armstrong, Meredith Wilson, and the glamorous and predictable Tallulah. No wonder it's the big show. And Sunday evening also means another outstanding production by Theater Guild on the Air. Tonight, it's Boomerang starring Kirk Douglas. Join Tallulah and her wonderful guests on the big show, later on NBC. The National Broadcasting Company presents Counterspy.
Watch
calling David Harding, Counterspy. Washington calling David Harding, Counterspy.
Harding, Counterspy. Calling Washington.
United States Counterspies, especially appointed to investigate and combat the enemies of our country, both at home and abroad.
These Counterspy reports to the American people are brought to you each week at this time. At the end of today's broadcast, you will hear an in-person report from an outstanding undercover counter-espionage agent for the U.S. government, Angela Calamiris. Now, the case of the Pretty Plant.
Made nice time through this New York traffic, Sam. Now wait here, please.
Oh, my.
Good evening, madam. Are you the landlady?
I own the house, but I guess you'd say I'm the landlady.
Well, my name is Peters. My credentials?
Can't see without my glasses. If you'll wait just a minute.
Well, never mind. I'm a United States counter-spy.
Mister, you could be the president. I still haven't got a vacancy. Not even the top floor rear, $6 a week bath on the fifth floor sheets changed every week.
I don't want a room, madam. You have a boarder named Scuba. Can you tell me what room he's in?
Oh, Mr. Scuba. Never had a better paying tenant in 22 years. No, 23. Come in.
Thank you.
He's got the second floor parlor front, $12 a week, bath with towel twice a week.
Well, you don't have to go up, madam. If you'll just tell me
Got
which...
to go up to the third floor anyway. Miss Tillinghaft's got a leak again. Watch the bottom step. Carpet's torn.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry, I've got to go so slow. But my heart's not what it used to be.
No. Yes.
Whew. Landing. Good rule always to take a rest on each landing. Adds years to your life.
Mr. Scuba's room?
This one right here.
Oh.
I'm sure he's in. Tommy?
Excuse me. Just a second. Is this John Scuba?
Sure, that's him, only I never would have dreamed he'd go to sleep all dressed. And... He's not asleep.
He's dead.
Counterspy, New York field office.
Hello, Miss Morgan. This is Peters. Mr. Harding get in from Washington yet?
About 5 minutes ago, Mr. Peters. Just a second.
Hello, Peters. Bad news, Mr. Harding. John Scuba's been strangled and the document's not in his room. What do you make of it? See, if I was in Oklahoma City this afternoon and got your wire to come here, grab this fellow, and meet you, I don't know the case at all. Remain where you are, Peters. I'll hop right over.
And I've questioned the landlady, Chief. She was in her own apartment downstairs all evening.
What about the other boarders?
7 were home. None saw or heard anything. Strangling can be quiet.
Oh. Well, I left word for an examination crew to follow me here. They'll give the whole place a going over. Anything in these drawers here?
Shirts, underwear, and so on. Chief, who is, or rather was, Scuba? What's the missing document?
Well, the tip came through our regular domestic counter-espionage division. Scuba, a courier for a certain communist spy ring, was ready to change sides. Hey, how about this closet here?
Ordinary clothes. He an American?
In the process of becoming a citizen. Obviously, his bosses learned he was going to change sides. Now, the document is supposed to be a list of about 5,000 prominent citizens around the country who might be blackmailed with facts about them.
Blackmail? By spies?
That's an old Nazi stunt. Their agents used to compile blackmail material, real or forged, against prominent people in countries surrounding Germany. They use it to prevent these people from resisting Nazi activities. Same idea here, only used by communists, and much more efficiently.
If that list gets out of this country, Chief...
We mustn't let it because... What's this?
Little package? I don't know. I haven't touched it.
From Weiner's Drugstore, 1217 Harper Avenue.
Scuba bought some toothpaste, I suppose.
Maybe, but on the other hand, this package may tell us exactly who killed Scuba. You wait here for the crew, Peters. I'm taking this right back to the field office for examination.
kept you waiting,
Oh,
darling.
I was 15 minutes late myself, Dunk.
Say, this isn't the table I told Jocko to reserve. I think...
Oh, don't bother. Cozy enough.
You're looking lovely as always, Irene. Cocktail?
I've already had a Gibson.
I'll join you in another. Then canapes?
Pate.
We'll make that two. Then what?
Capon?
Filet of sole for me.
What's the matter?
I have a surprise for you. Shall I tell you now?
No, of course.
It's not only a surprise. It's a gift from me to you. How would you like to take a trip to the Azores? By plane, leaving Tuesday, day after tomorrow. Stay there a week and fly back.
Dunk! Oh, it's wonderful. Traveling's my favorite thing.
I was sure you'd like it. I've already booked the flight for you. My Aunt Stella will put you up. You met her in New York last winter, you remember?
Oh, perfectly. Well, she has a large villa in the Azores, hasn't she?
On a hilltop overlooking the water. And I'll give you something to take to her. Gift for her, too.
Good. She's going to have a virtual stranger for a guest. A guest can at least bring a gift.
I have it in my pocket. I'll give it to you later.
Jewelry? Now, don't get me in trouble with the customs anywhere, Dunk.
No, it's a list.
A list? How dumb.
Well, Aunt Stella's active in various international relief organizations. This is a list of people all over the states who might contribute. I got it up for her.
Oh, Doug, did you pick up my perfume at Winer's drugstore? Well, Doug, what's the...
Yes, I did, Irene, but I'm afraid I forgot it somewhere.
Oh, Doug, what a stupid thing to do.
Yes, I know.
Well, we can go by later and pick it up, remember? Where
no. Well, I imagine the place will be closed. I'll get some really good perfume somewhere else tomorrow.
But, Dunk, I can't use the regular commercial brand. Winer's been making this hyacinth blend for me for a long time.
Irene, this is very important. I want you never to go to Winer's again. And if you're ever asked, you must deny that I picked up that package for you today.
I better know why, Dunk.
Because I've made a serious mistake. If it's ever found out, I won't be able...
I beg your pardon, sir.
Yes?
This is Miss Irene Storm?
Yes.
You are Mr. Irving Duncan?
Who are you?
I'm a United States counterspy. You're both under arrest. Several of my men are scattered among the other patrons. Will you come with me, please? We have arrived. Will you both get out?
Dunk, what is it?
Better go.
Straight ahead to the house.
House way off by itself. A funny place for counterspies to operate.
We pick our bases of operation to suit the case, Miss Storm. Just a moment. Come in. This way, Miss Storm, please. Wait in there, please. Don't try to leave. The house is thoroughly guarded. Thank you. Now, if you'll step into the living room with me, Mr. Duncan. Now, first, Mr. Duncan, the document you're carrying in your inside jacket pocket. Let me have it.
Very well.
Thank you. The murder of Scuba was well done, Mr. Duncan.
I never heard of anybody named Scuba.
You would never have been detected except that I was in the next room, the vacant one. I left a moment after you did.
I deny everything. I demand my constitutional rights. I insist upon being allowed to phone my attorney.
That's very good, Mr. Duncan.
What?
Look at this ring on my finger. Notice the pattern of tiny scratches? You understand.
Valviki. You. I didn't know you were even in this country.
This list is important. I had to be sure my orders to liquidate Scuba were carried out correctly. I am satisfied. As far as you are concerned, did everything go well?
Yes, perfectly. As to the list, Irene Storm is ready to leave the day after tomorrow.
I wonder if you confused beauty with reliability.
Beauty was...
I didn't pose as a counterspy this evening to amuse myself, Duncan. I'm afraid your Irene Storm is a real counter-spy agent.
Mr. Harding?
Come in, Peter.
I left the crew working at the boarding house. It looks like a dead end.
How about that little package?
Take a whiff of this bottle.
It smells expensive.
Now, here's some litmus paper. Pour a little on.
Turns blue.
Because this perfume contains a special coloring agent.
Put in by Weiner? Why?
Weiner's is a famous old-style drugstore, Peters. He makes up special perfumes for a few favored customers. Of course, anybody might buy perfume there, so... at first, I wasn't sure what finding this package in Scuba's room meant. But this color test, which is prearranged between us and Weiner's, proves it was made for a certain person. It's a means of identification. And has several uses.
You mean a woman you know bought it and left it in Scuba's room?
That's what I'm not sure of. Now, flip that light switch, will you, Peters? I want to show you a sound film clip taken earlier today. That's Weiner's drugstore. Empty at the moment.
Strictly 1890.
Yes, no fountain, no chromium, just prescriptions. Now, these films were taken from a closet in a back room at Weiner's. The camera covers the prescription counter, and as you see, the 2 chairs for customers while orders are made up in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
Good afternoon, sir.
That's old man Weiner.
Good afternoon. Help you, sir?
You have a package from Miss Irene Storm. She asked me to pick it up for her.
Oh, yes, sir. The hyacinth perfume. It's right here.
How much is it?
I send Miss Storm a monthly bill, sir.
Oh, will you wrap the bottle, please?
Just take a seat for a moment, sir. I'll be right back.
Yes.
That's the man who liquidated Scuba, Peters. Irving Duncan poses as a travel agent. Unfortunately, according to the report I just received, he eluded surveillance tonight.
He's the one who left the package in that room by mistake.
I'm sure it was a mistake because he must realize by now it can be traced to Weiner's, from Weiner's to Irene Storm, and Irene Storm might give him away.
Unless she's in the ring, too.
She is.
Here you are, sir, the package for Miss Storm.
Thank you.
Good day.
Good day.
Now, that's all.
Chief, the coloring agent is put only into perfume made for this Irene Storm as identification, you said.
And as an excuse to go to Weiner's, or to expose certain individuals to our observation post.
Then Irene Storm is...
Of course. She's a counterspy.
You are listening to the case of the Pretty Plant on Counterspy. And later you will meet in person one of our government's most daring counter-espionage agents, Angela Calamiris. For your Christmas Eve listening pleasure, there's another hour-and-a-half broadcast of NBC's Sunday extravaganza, The Big Show, later today over most of these NBC stations. The glamorous, unpredictable Tallulah Bankhead will preside as usual, and her stars include Jimmy Durante, Ed Wynn, Charles Boyer, Margaret O'Brien, Meredith Wilson, and many, many more. There's another outstanding production by Theater Guild on the air today also. It's Charles Dickens' classic David Copperfield, and Boris Karloff stars as the grasping Uriah Heep. The immortal pages of Dickens come to life later on Theater Guild on the air. Now, back to Counterspy.
Well, Miss Storm, I hope you weren't bored waiting.
Bored? Hardly. Angry? Quite. I demand to know why I'm being held.
Duncan can't hear us, Miss Storm. Have you seen Mr. Harding lately? Or Peters?
Who?
Our chiefs in the counterspies.
I don't know them, and I don't know you. I'm a nightclub singer. Except I'm not working now. I'm a friend of Irving Duncan's. We see a lot of each other, but that's all.
Miss Storm, Mr. Harding told me to say that you can speak frankly about your observations of the Duncan group.
The what?
Irving Duncan heads a group of ruthless spies in this country. Enemies of this country. You know that, since it's your job as a counterspy to report on them. Mr. Harding's very pleased with your report.
You've got me mixed up with somebody else. I'm Irene Storm, nightclub singer, period.
Duncan has just admitted that he's sending you to the Azores by plane on Tuesday, carrying an important paper.
Oh. Well, that's true.
I see.
Making me a present of the trip. I have no objection to taking expensive presents from a good friend like Mr. Duncan. And the document? It's only a list of people who might give money to relief organizations or something.
You're stubborn, Miss Storm.
There is no door in the curtain of steel.
What? excuse me a moment. Duncan, come in.
Yes.
I like your friend, Irene Storm, Duncan. I don't think she believed for a moment that I'm a counterspy.
I did at first, until I said...
Careful, Miss Storm.
Don't worry. You couldn't control your facial expression, Mr.
Valviki.
You recognized it as the code statement of Echelon 2. A higher echelon than you and Duncan. Are we through with all this now?
Of course. I'm anxious to see you take off on Tuesday with that list. Here it is.
Thanks. I have some shopping to do tomorrow, including perfume.
Irene, I promised to get some for you.
Leave that to me, Dunk. Unless Mr. Valviki would like to help me with my shopping.
Delighted, Miss Storm. Now, how about a drink or two to celebrate tomorrow?
Winer's Drugstore. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Warner. This is Irene Store. I find I need 2 more bottles of Hyacinth perfume. Could you have them ready for me by 4 this afternoon?
Let's see.
I'm taking the morning plane to the Azores.
Well, in that case, Miss Storm, 4 o'clock this afternoon.
It's kind of a small space, Peters, but we can both squeeze in here. The camera works automatically, huh? It's controlled from upstairs. Men are on duty during all hours. The drugstore's open. Now, take a look through the one-way viewer here.
It's the same view as the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Counter, customers, chairs. Chief, suppose Irene Storm brings Duncan with her. Do you want to grab him?
No. Grabbing him might alert other group members. We don't know. Wait, hold it.
And then I told Dunk when he took me home last night, not another drink. I've had enough.
She's right on time.
That's not Duncan with her.
A new man.
Is your perfume ready, Miss Storm?
Well, it ought to be.
Hello, Miss Storm.
Hello, Mr. Weiner. My Hyacinth's ready?
Please sit down. I'll be right back.
Oh, sit down here, Mr. Valviki.
Valviki. You know him, Dad? Top man of their Western Hemisphere Bureau. How did he get into the country?
You know, women never cease to amaze me, Miss Storm. Going to all this trouble for a few drops of perfume.
There's a whip on his handkerchief. Don't you like it?
Bet you I'd like it.
Mind on the case, Peters. You can see why she's an effective agent.
That's a lovely house you have, Mr. Valviki. I've never been on Random Road before.
In the future, I hope you will see it again.
House on Random Road, Peters.
Got it.
Miss Storm?
Oh, thank you, Mr. Weiner. On the bill?
Of course.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Weiner, has anyone unusual been asking here about me?
No, Miss Storm. Nobody at all.
Oh, thanks again. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bright girl getting Valviki in here.
Apparently he doesn't know that Duncan left that bottle in Scuba's room or he wouldn't have come.
Well, Irene must have some angle on that. She asked Weiner if anybody'd been looking for her, and Valviki gave her a look of sudden suspicion. She's got some plan on foot. Let's go.
Hello?
Hello, darling.
Oh, yes, Dunk.
I just had a call from our friend. He wants us both to come out to his house again this evening. He's very anxious.
Good. I'm very anxious to see him again, Dunk. Oh, pick me up here about 8 or so?
Your highball, Miss Storm?
Thanks.
Yours, Duncan?
Yes, thanks.
You are packed to leave, Miss Storm.
I finished up after you took me home this afternoon.
The list?
Quite safe.
Miss Storm, I've been puzzling over something you said in that drugstore.
What did I say?
You asked if anyone unusual had inquired after you. You're too clever to say things idly. Who specifically might be inquiring after you?
Valviki, I don't see any point in all
I thought the police might have come to Weiner's.
Why?
Irene.
Because yesterday afternoon, Dunk picked up a bottle of perfume for me there and forgot it somewhere else. And I'm afraid in Scuba's room.
Yeah. And of course it could be traced. Duncan, I asked you if you'd left any loose ends. Why did you conceal this?
I wasn't sure I left it there. Probably I didn't. Nothing's come of it. Irene, I asked you to protect me.
A loose end like that is dangerous and has to be tested, and I wanted Valviki to know.
You could have simply told me, Miss Storm. It was a risk to go back to Weiner's. For you and for me.
The list is the main thing. I didn't risk that.
Yes, quite right. Even so,
Oh. Valviki, you fired those shots.
From my pocket. Duncan was too careless. He had to be disposed of. Now we have no loose ends. I'll hide him in the cellar. You take off tomorrow. I go tonight.
Now, Vicky.
I expect no one.
Neighbors? Police?
Maybe we were traced from whiners after all. You have the list at home. Go get it. Keep it safe, whatever you do. Leave by the back door. I'll cover you.
You'll be taken, Valviki. Maybe killed.
I'm always ready for that.
No. There's still one more thing for you to do. I order you to come with me.
Very well. Maybe we can both make it the back way.
Come on.
Here's Duncan.
Yeah. Dead. The girl and Valviki are gone. Maybe the back way. Hold it, Peters. I don't want Valviki caught just yet.
What?
Not just yet. Get on our car radio. Warn Edwards and Samuels not to grab those two. Only tail them.
Don't take me right to my apartment, Valviki. Better let me out here.
But I'm sure we were traced through Weiner's drugstore. Counterspies may be at your apartment now.
Give me a little credit, Valviki. I've removed everything dangerous from there. I'll be able to take off safely tomorrow morning.
I hope you're right.
There's one thing you've got to do at once. Communicate with headquarters overseas that I'm on my way to the Azores. Confirm my arrival.
Yes, all right. I have a transmitter in a warehouse.
Goodbye, Valviki. I'll probably never see you again.
Goodbye. And good luck.
Dave. Yeah? There's a faint light in that far corner of the warehouse.
Yeah, come on.
And this is R24 in New York. An urgent message, Mexico, for transmission at once to overseas about Agent T-171.
It's Valviki, Dave, at a shortwave sender.
Reporting about Irene Storm.
Let's grab him.
No, wait. Let him report. Then Irene Storm can still work safely in that spy ring.
Listen, Mexico. Report to overseas. T-171 has the list. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., New York time, she will fly to the Azores. Tell Aunt Stella, T-171 is absolutely reliable. This is R24 cutting out.
All right, Peters, now.
All right, Valviki, United States Counterspies. You're under arrest.
I? Under arrest?
Peters, take a look at that transmitter.
Right. Valviki, we're taking you in on suspicion of being a communist spy. What message did you send on this radio?
Message? Where? To whom?
Valviki, your spying days are over. Peters, call in a mobile squad. Take this place over. And Valviki, too. This is David Harding. In the case we've just presented, your counterspies were, of course, trained, experienced agents. But sometimes your government, in its fight against those who want to destroy it, calls upon average citizens. One such citizen is here now, at your counterspy microphone. She is Angela Calomaris, who, after a long period of posing as a communist, recently revealed her experiences in her best-selling book published by the J.B. Lippincott Company, titled Red Masquerade. Now, here in person, is Angela Calomaris.
8 years ago, I was a photographer in New York with no idea except to get ahead in my profession. For the next 7 years, I posed as a communist. I pretended to believe fanatically in the brutal, dishonest, anti-democratic cause of communism. And all that time, I reported communist activities regularly to the FBI. Why was I chosen for this unpleasant work? I was single, I came from an average family, and believed absolutely in our American democratic way of life. But I seemed to be typical communist material. It was important to know how communists work, how they pipe their vicious ideas into the ordinary stream of American life. So, at the request of the FBI, I became a member of the Communist Party. Discipline is iron. There is a pretense of democratic procedure, but actually everything happens in slavish obedience to whatever the Soviet Union wants. Under orders as a communist, I helped prolong strikes. I participated in demonstrations in Washington. I helped defeat the first anti-subversive action by Congress, the Munt-Nixon bill. In 1947, I participated in a national survey which resulted in a detailed blueprint for sabotage. In 1948, I helped reorganize the Communist Party in line with this blueprint. I helped promote communist and pro-communist candidates in elections. I raised funds And with every other party member and fellow traveler, I gave at least 2 weeks' pay to 2 or 3 fund drives a year. And I personally met thousands of communists. I joined at least a dozen front organizations and 1 communist-dominated union. And all that time, I reported to the FBI. I reported in person, in meetings carefully arranged and camouflaged, by phone, always followed by written reports. The danger of exposure was always with me, but I was never exposed until I went into court last year to testify for the government as a surprise witness in the trial of the 11 Communist Party leaders. What did my work accomplish? On still one more front, I was able to show how communists, wrapping themselves in the American flag, work only for a system that wants to destroy everything our country stands for. The Communist Party is still a dangerous underground network. Communists are in every walk of life. Our country has never faced such a vicious threat. It is up to you, individual citizens, to combat communism wherever you find it. Communists mean business. I hope you do, too.
Thank you, Miss Calamaris. And good luck with your book, Red Masquerade. Through the efforts of patriotic citizens like yourself and trained government agents, the activities of subversive groups will be constantly under surveillance, so that free men will continue to remain free.
Tune in every week, same time, same station, to Counterspy. Listen next week for the exciting case of the Kleptomaniac clues.
When certain papers, invaluable to the nation's mobilization plans, were reported missing, your counterspies subtracted a teakwood figure from a whatnot shop and found it added up to murder. To learn how this crime, multiplied by intrigue and divided by espionage, resulted in one of the strangest cases in counterspy history, listen next week to
Case of the Kleptomaniac Clues on Counterspy. Tonight's Counterspy program originated in New York, was directed by Marks B. Loeb, dramatized by Paul R. Milton, and featured Don McLaughlin and Mandel Kramer. Lionel Rico speaking. Counterspy is a Phillips H. Lord production. Three chimes mean good times on NBC. By transcription, the National Broadcasting Company presents Counterspy.
Washington calling David Harding, Counterspy. Washington calling David Harding, Counterspy.
Harding, Counterspy, calling Washington.
United States Counterspies, especially appointed to investigate and combat the enemies of our country, both at home and abroad.
These Counterspy reports to the American people are brought to you each week at this time. Now, the case of the Kleptomaniac clues.
Going on a little trip, Mr. Trafford?
What the?
I wanted to see you before you left Frisco.
Hey, who are you? And how did you get into my hotel room?
What's the difference?
I'll call the manager and have
Drop
you...
that phone, Trafford. That's better.
What is this? What's that gun for? What do you want?
That briefcase you're carrying?
What?
The briefcase. Hand it over and you won't get hurt.
I'll do no such thing.
Give me that.
You won't get away with this.
Shut up. Sit down in that chair. Now, we'll just tie you up so you won't make no fuss while I'm blowing out of here.
Just why? Why are you doing this? Just why?
For dough. What else? I don't know what's inside this thing, but certain people are willing to pay plenty to find out.
Well, Mitchell, you glad to be back in San Francisco again? Or is that a foolish question?
In view of being met at the boat by you, love, let's say it's a superfluous one.
Darling. Always the appropriate sentiment.
Well, the Orient has its fascination, Elise, but it does not have you.
I hope it was dull, of course.
Oh, business was quite good, but nothing else. And speaking of business, how is our little curio shop with its clocks, knickknacks, and whatnot?
Excellent, darling.
Good.
I'm expecting a rather interesting shipment soon.
Oh? Will that mean another seagoing excursion for me?
It could. Perhaps I'll go with you this time. Would you like that?
I refuse to answer a question like that. Its intent is much too obvious.
Ah, darling. Oh, here we are.
Here you are, driver. Keep the change.
I left Doreen in charge of the shop.
Oh? How is she?
As usual. She handles the carriage trade exceedingly well.
Uh-huh.
At times I think you're a bit too interested in her.
What? Oh, nonsense, Elise. Why, she's hardly more than a child.
Yes, I know that, but do you?
Oh, Miss Pomeroy, you're back.
Well, hello, Doreen.
How are you, Mr. Monroe? Nice to see you back.
Thank you. It's nice to be back. How have you been?
Just fine, thank you. Was your trip successful?
Mm-hmm, very.
I'm glad.
Doreen, were there any messages while I was gone?
No, Miss Pomeroy, but there's a man waiting to see you in your office.
A man?
Mr. O'Mac. A very curious thing happened.
Curious?
Yes, I could have sworn he deliberately put one of our teakwood figures in his pocket.
What?
And as though he realized I'd seen him, he put it back on the display shelf. But perhaps it was a mistake.
Perhaps. Come along to the office, Mitchell. Mr. O'Mac may be a buyer.
Yes, or a seller. See you later, Doreen. That's a lovely girl.
If one likes the type.
Always waiting for somebody, that's me.
I don't like you sitting behind my desk, O'Mac.
Oh, excuse me. I hope I didn't soil nothing.
You have what you were sent to get?
You mean Mr. Trafford's briefcase?
You know that's what I mean. Do you have it?
Yeah, I got it.
Give it to me.
Not so fast.
Well, what is it?
There's been a change made since I first talked to you.
Change? What do you mean?
The price you're paying, I don't like it.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't. So you'll have to make it fatter.
Tell me, love, where'd you find this cheap highwayman?
Never mind that now. O'Mac, we agreed on $10,000.
Yeah, well, I need 10 more.
You deceitful pig.
You know how it is. Cost of living going up and up.
I won't hear this kind of street corner conniving.
Okay, suit yourself.
And may I ask just what will happen if you don't get what you want?
The counter-spies would love to get their hands on a little setup you've got here.
What?
You've got till tomorrow to pay my price.
You wouldn't go to the counter-spies.
No? Try me and find out.
David Harding, Counterspy Headquarters, Washington. To San Francisco Field Office. Special directive to Agent Carl Braden. Mr. George Trafford. Proceed on description of man who stole briefcase and on any other information Trafford can supply. Am leaving by jet immediately. Have correlation of data ready for my inspection upon arrival. End of message. Oh, Miss Johnson, have you contacted Agent Peters in the St. Louis Field Office yet?
He's on the wire now, sir. Line number 3.
Oh, good. Hello, Peters.
How are you, Mr. Harding?
Peters, I'm leaving Washington by jet for San Francisco within the hour. I'm picking you up en route, so gauge your time carefully.
Right, what's up?
No time now. I'll fill you in later.
Okay, Pete. I'll be standing by at the St. Louis airport.
And preparatory to leaving San Francisco, Trafford stopped to rest at a hotel until his train was due to depart for Washington.
I follow most of it up to now, Mr. Harding, but,
What, Peter?
Well, who is Trafford? And just what was in this popular briefcase of his?
Well, Trafford is in no official capacity with the government, Peters. He's merely a private citizen who happens to be an astute industrial organizer.
Sort of an efficiency expert,
Yes, you could call it that.
And the big top secret in that briefcase?
A draft of plans for mobilization of certain key industries. Plans, factory locations, working schedules, objectives, probable results, so forth.
I see.
Which, of course, was intended for the hands and eyes only of the defense coordinator in D.C.
I wonder in whose hands and under what eyes they are now at this very moment.
That's what we've got to find out, Peter. And fast.
O'Mac, this is Elise Pomeroy.
How
I was expecting your call.
Quite sure of yourself, aren't you?
Yeah. And I'm even more sure of you.
You still demand 10,000 more?
That's right.
I was thinking of a counter-offer. Shall we say 7,500?
You know, I can't hear a word you're saying.
8,000.
I still can't hear you. So long, Miss Pomeroy.
Wait.
My price stands at 20,000. You can't auction with me. 20,000, or like I said, the briefcase goes to the counterspies.
All right. Very well. You shall have your money.
I wasn't worried for a second. Love.
Don't be insolent.
Why not? I can afford it.
I'll have the money for you at 11 o'clock tonight.
Where do I pick it up?
My home. 245 Ridgewood Drive.
Ridgewood Drive. Okay, love. I'll be there.
Here's your drink, Mitchell.
Oh, and just right. Thank you, love. To your very good health, Elise.
And to yours.
May you always feel as wonderful as you look.
And may you always be as truthful as you sound.
So much for that. Why did you ask Omac to come here to your house, Elise?
I don't want him seen near the shop again. It's much too risky, darling.
Quite a fellow, isn't he? Or should I say felon?
He's been useful.
Let's see now. Within the short space of 24 hours, he's committed a holdup, blackmail, and incidentally gave way to a touch of kleptomania. Very impressive.
Kleptomania?
Of course, yesterday in the shop. You heard Doreen describe his attempt to palm a teakwood piece just before we arrived?
Perhaps she made it up.
Oh, come now, my dear. Does it sound so incredible, considering what Omac is? Besides, why would Doreen make up a thing like that?
I wouldn't know, would you?
No. And, by the way, she knows nothing about business transactions in the Orient, does she?
No. And the less she knows about anything concerning us, the better.
Why, Elise, I would almost think you're jealous of Doreen from your tone of voice.
Would you now?
Yes, but you've no reason to be. Look.
Oh, that must be Omac. I'll let him in. Come in.
Thank you. Well, say, quite a joint you got here. A little far from town, though, ain't it?
Do you have the briefcase?
You're looking at it. Hi, Jack.
If you're talking to me to begin again, I'll leave Jack out of it this time.
Take it easy, Governor. Just being friendly.
I'll take the briefcase if you don't mind.
First, my payoff, if you don't mind.
Just as you say. I'll get it from my desk.
You mind if I have a drink? See, you got a few spread around here.
Take mine if you like. I haven't touched it.
Well, thank you. And believe me, I wouldn't mind if you did. Love.
Now, see here, Omac.
Disregard him, Mitchell.
Sure, Monroe, do that. After tonight, you two won't be bothered with me anymore. Well, here's to the end of a beautiful friendship, huh?
Something wrong, Omac?
This drink.
Now, look at the mess you've made.
You put something in the drink.
Only a drug. A very quick, effective, and deadly poison.
I'll kill you.
A very quick poison, Omac. Even quicker when you expend energy unnecessarily.
I'll get you out.
The end of a beautiful friendship. Exactly as he said.
Elise.
I should have let you in on my little plan, I suppose.
Well, I didn't expect anything like this.
Don't be so shocked, darling. After all, you realize you can't trust a blackmailer. He would have eventually given us away, you know.
You really do mean business, don't you?
Yes, Mitchell, I really do. Now let's get rid of him.
Well, that's about the size of it, Mr. Harding, and I have no idea how he got into that hotel room.
Or who could have sent him, Mr. Tarvin?
No, I'm afraid not. My completion of the draft, as well as my trip to the Capitol, was strictly secret as far as I know.
But you'll be able to identify this man when we pick him up.
Oh, absolutely, Mr. Peters.
Mr. Harding, isn't it possible that he's passed the plans to another party by now?
Yes, more than likely.
Can't a new draft of your survey be substituted?
Oh, yes, certainly. With putting in another 7 or 8 months on relocations and shifting schedules.
It's not the happiest situation, I can tell you.
And time's important.
So it's a question of retrieving what we have or substituting a plan which at best will be inferior to the original.
Well, we can't risk the operation of your plan, Mr. Trafford, as long as there's a chance of its being known to unfriendly powers.
Then you've got to get it back to me, sir, before it's somehow shipped out of the country.
We'll try, Mr. Trafford. You can be sure of that. We're going to try every way possible.
Well, hello, Doreen.
Mr. Monroe.
Oh, I didn't expect to find you in Elise's office.
I was just filing some invoices. Miss Pomeroy should be back shortly.
Good. We can wait together, hmm?
Of course, Miss Monroe.
Oh, no. My name is Mitchell.
Miss Pomeroy might not like me to call you that.
Oh, Miss Pomeroy isn't here, and my friends call me by my first name. I consider you a friend.
Do you?
Yes.
I'm glad. I've always been afraid she might misunderstand.
Elise? Oh, not at all. What is there to misunderstand?
Well...
Doreen, do you like me?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I like you, too.
Will you be going away soon?
Yes, I'm afraid so, within a few days.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you?
Yes.
I'll be back, though.
Will you?
Mm-hmm. But until I... Oh.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Hello, Elise. I've been waiting for you.
Not expecting me quite so soon.
Well, as a matter of fact, I was getting a bit impatient.
I'm glad you were able to find a way of containing your impatience. Doreen, you better get out front in the shop.
Yes, Miss Pomeroy.
Before you go, Doreen.
Yes?
I want you to remember something.
What is it?
This. Now, go about your business. And remember that.
I'll be sure to remember it, Miss Pomeroy.
Why did you do that?
You know, without being told, so we won't discuss it.
For heaven's sake, Elise, behave sensibly.
Be quiet. You and your affairs are unimportant at the moment. I've had the plan we stole from Trafford microfilmed. You leave with it on the first boat out of San Francisco for Hong Kong.
When is that?
Tomorrow night.
Are you coming along with me?
No. Because everything we do from now on will be done on a strictly business basis.
Really?
Yes. So mind your step, lover. You know the way I do business.
You are listening to the case of the Kleptomaniac Clues on Counterspy. There's a big evening's entertainment with the Chimes today and every Sunday over most of these same NBC stations. The Big Show brings you 90 minutes of the very best in comedy, music, and drama with Tallulah, the distaff dynamo, and the leading personalities of show business. The Phil Harris-Alice Faye Show means 30 mad and delightful minutes with the unconventional Harrises and their friends. Hedda Hopper brings you dramatized stories of Broadway and Hollywood. Tales of the Texas Rangers stars Joel McRae in an authentic drama from the files of the nation's oldest police force. And genial Jack Parr quizzes a group of courageous contestants on the $64 question. Remember, the Chimes are your invitation. Now, back to Counterspy.
Agent Braden to Harding, San Francisco field office. Braden to Harding.
Harding, go ahead, Braden.
The body of a man fitting description furnished by Mr. Trafford was found on the outskirts of the city. Death by poisoning. Identification, Charles O'Mac. He is now at the city morgue.
All right, no further instructions, Braden.
Yes, Chief.
Pick up Mr. Trafford, Peters, and meet me at the city morgue. A dead man just turned up who may be the one. We'll need Trafford to identify him.
Yes, that's him. That's the man who took my briefcase.
You're certain, Mr. Trafford?
Absolutely.
His driver's license said Charles O'Mac. Does that name mean anything to you?
No, nothing.
They found this in his pocket, Mr. Harding.
What's it up here? Teakwood. Little teakwood figure.
Odd thing for a guy who was also carrying a 38.
Yeah.
Mr. Harding, will you need me any further?
Oh, not at the moment, Mr. Trafford.
Then I'll leave if you don't mind. I don't care for the atmosphere of a morgue very much.
No, nor do we. Come on, Peter.
Any place special, Chief?
Yes. Very special, I think.
I'd like to help you, Mr. Harding, of course, but I don't see how I can.
Well, this man Omac was carrying in his pocket a small teakwood figure on the base of which was the name of your shop, Miss Pomeroy.
Well, that's strange, I'll admit, but I'm at a total loss to explain it.
You're quite sure that you've never heard the name Charles Omac?
I'm sure I'd remember if I had.
Would you have any record of sale on such an item?
Hardly. It's not a terribly expensive piece. That one sells for $2. And as you can see, I have many more of the same type on display here in my shop.
Yes, I see.
Oh, hello, Mitchell.
Hello, Alice.
This is my business associate, Mr. Monroe. Mitchell, this is Mr. Harding and Mr. Peters of the United States Counterspies.
Gentlemen, how do you do?
They seem to think that we might have information concerning a man named Omac, who was killed recently.
Omac?
Ever hear the name, Mr. Monroe?
No, I don't believe I have.
Well, we'll bother you no further at the moment. Should anything of importance occur to you, you'll contact us, of course.
Of course.
Goodbye. Thank you very much.
That dame is quite a number, huh, Chief?
Maybe a wrong number. Get a stakeout on this shop, Peters.
You think they're lying?
That's what we've got to find out, for sure. Harding speaking.
Mr. Harding, this is Doreen Bridgeton.
Yes?
I work in Miss Pomeroy's shop. I was there this afternoon and you were questioning her.
Go on.
I remained out of sight, but I could hear everything that was said.
I see. Go ahead, Miss Bridgeton.
She lied to you. She did know a man named Omac. He was in the shop the day before yesterday.
Will you swear to that in court, should we call upon you?
I'll be happy to, Mr. Harding. Most happy to.
Well, where can you be reached? Hello? Hello? Yes?
Peters, I'm fine, Mr. Harding.
Thank you. Go ahead, Peters.
Dave, I have that stakeout on the curio shop, and I personally tailed Monroe.
What did you find out?
He picked up a steamship ticket for the Trigania leaving for Hong Kong tomorrow night. I checked with the clerk.
Any report on the shop itself?
No, not yet. What do we do about Monroe? Stop him?
Yes, but not officially. If he's a decoy and not carrying the papers, I don't want a false arrest charge. That'll tip our hand completely. We've got to stall him without him knowing we've done it.
How?
Well, a call to the customs department ought to do the trick. Now, in the meantime, put a surveillance squad on a girl named Doreen Bridgeton. She works for Elise Pomeroy. She may not realize it, but Miss Bridgeton is a sitting duck right this minute. I'll come in, Peter.
Got a check in from Braden, Mr. Harding. Monroe's going to the dock.
Good. I expect a call from customs on that any minute. Now, you have a man watching Doreen Bridgeton's apartment, huh?
Since last night.
Good. Oh, this is it.
We hope.
Harding. Yes. Oh, fine. Fine. No, nothing else. And thank you very much. All right. Goodbye.
What's he?
The customs people wound Mr. Monroe in red tape, the details of which I'll spare you, and revoked his passport temporarily.
Which means he won't sail tonight.
Or any other night. Now, we've got to move fast. First, we'll have the Bridgeton girl picked up. We'll need her later. Then we'll see what the deluxe quarters aboard a luxury liner look like, Peters.
Hey, I like that part.
Don't pack, though. We're traveling light.
Mitchell!
Hello, Elise.
What are you doing here? Why aren't you aboard ship?
It seems the best laid schemes of mice and men.
When you make sense.
All right, my passport's been revoked. I can't sail.
What?
I think I speak distinctly.
How did that happen?
I don't know. Some sort of a mix-up on dates.
Oh, you are an idiot. This changes everything. Give me your ticket.
Huh? Ticket?
You still have that, don't you?
Yes.
Well, give it to me.
All right. Well, what are you going to do?
I have an hour and a half to make the boat. I'll sail in your place. Where's the microfilm?
My wristwatch case.
Well, give it to me.
All right. Here, take it.
I've got to rush. At least my passport's in order.
Now, listen, you can't leave me here holding the bag, my sweet. I won't take
Oh,
it.
do be still. You're such a bore.
Bore, is it? We'll see how boring I am. Hello, operator. I'd like you to put me through to the United States Counterspies. Yes, please, and hurry. Counterspy field office. My name is Mitchell Monroe. be at the dock in a few minutes, Mr. Harding. Hope our suspect doesn't miss the boat.
We'll ask the captain to postpone sailing time if necessary. But I don't think it will be.
Agent Braden to David Harding in control car S1.
Harding, come in, Braden.
Mitchell Monroe was shot and killed about 15 minutes ago while attempting to call our field office from a pay station.
How did you check it that quickly, Braden?
The receiver was off the hook. We got a police report on it within a few minutes after.
All right, Braden, no instructions.
Little Elise is going to have plenty to answer for, Chief.
Let's get to that boat, Peters. Step on it. What time is it, Peters?
20 minutes to midnight and the sailing time, too. I wish something would break, Chief.
It will. Don't worry.
I'm getting a little too accustomed to the grandeur of this deck cabin. Kind of tempts me to chuck everything and go for a little cruise myself.
Well, Miss Pomeroy.
Mr. Harding.
Come in, Miss Pomeroy.
What are you doing here?
We asked the same of you.
Just how dare you ask me anything? What right have you to be in my cabin?
We thought it was Mr. Monroe's cabin. It's in his name.
What of it?
He had passport trouble. But nothing that wouldn't clear up in a day or so. He'd have been able to sail. It must be urgent business that prompts you to so hurriedly take his place.
I want you to leave immediately.
When we leave, lady, you're leaving with us.
On what charge?
Treason for one.
Murder for another.
Ridiculous.
I think we'll be able to make it stick, Miss Pomeroy. I'm sure that a thorough search of your belongings will reveal the presence of certain top-secret plans for wartime mobilization of industry in this country.
You're mad.
Probably on microfilm. And added to that, we have the eyewitness testimony of Doreen Bridgeton that you knew Charles O'Mac, knew him well.
She's lying. She's trying to get even for a personal difference.
You know Mitchell Monroe is dead?
What?
Murdered?
No. No, I didn't know.
You're almost convincing.
He's probably telling the truth, Peters. I don't think he'd have had time to kill Monroe.
If you're going to arrest me, then do so, and let's get off this boat.
Not so fast, Miss Pomeroy. There's more where you came from, so let's just wait here for a few minutes and see who it is.
What do you mean?
I'm sure you know exactly what I mean.
Elise, do you...
Well, come in, Mr. Travers.
What the... Hey, what is it, Harding?
Don't you know?
Oh, I certainly don't.
Then I'll tell you. You had yourself robbed of your own plans.
Robbed? What are you talking...
O'Mac didn't know you. Miss Pomeroy did the hiring and carefully pointed you out. A perfect way of deflecting any and all suspicion from yourself.
Why, that's absolutely ridiculous.
You had a neat setup for an espionage agent, Trafford. You enjoyed the confidence of high government officials while you were planning to transmit your industrialization plans to an unfriendly power.
You don't know what you're saying. Neither one of you do.
But you made one small slip. According to the desk clerk of the hotel here in San Francisco, it was 2 o'clock when you checked in.
I won't listen to this.
You'd better listen, Trafford, and close, because the United States Attorney is going to ask you questions later.
When you arrived at the hotel, there was a southbound train leaving San Francisco at that very moment. So there was no reason for you to have been anywhere but on that train. No reason but your own personal one.
Harding, you're making a grave error.
The error is all yours, Trafford, for showing up here in Miss Pomeroy's cabin.
What's the angle for your coming, Trafford? Skipping? Or just to give her some last-minute instructions?
It couldn't have concerned the microfilm plans. You have your own copies, I'm sure.
Now, don't move, any of you.
Is that the gun that killed Monroe? A ballistics test should tell.
There won't be any test.
I don't know about that. My agents have the dock area completely surrounded. They let you in, but they're sure not to let you out, except with me.
I'm willing to run the risk. Now, stay right where you are.
Don't leave me, George.
Sorry, Elise. I have to travel light now. I'm sorry.
You're no good.
Come on, Peter.
There he is, Chief.
Stop or I'll shoot, Trafford. He's headed for the rail.
Stop, Trafford! Stop or we'll fire!
Let him have it.
He's falling overboard. He's finished, Chief.
Yes, but Miss Pomeroy isn't. Not yet. She'll stand trial and pay the penalty all traitors eventually pay.
Tune in every week, same time, same station, to Counterspy. Listen next week for the exciting Case of the Captured Contact.
When a famous lecturer canceled his tour, a solicitous friend canceled his life by murder. How a weak eye and a strong arm led your counterspies into a most intriguing adventure will be unfolded next week in
Case
of the captured contact on Counterspy. Tonight's Counterspy program originated in New York, was directed by Marks B. Loeb, dramatized by Edward J. Adamson, and featured Don McLaughlin and Mandel Kramer. Lionel Rico speaking. Counterspy is a Phillips H. Lord production. The preceding transcribed. 3 chimes mean good times on NBC.